coastal.
Well, or have them like grow inside or something. Like there's no.
But there's a reason why San Diego East County is the avocado league.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got to be warm enough because that once that frost hits even a little bit, boom, they're dead.
Done.
So hey, what's up, YouTube? We're talking some agriculture.
Talking avocados.
Yeah.
So have you lost any other like crops?
No, I think that one apricot, and I've been pulling out gophers.
But your garden got like destroyed.
Yeah, but I mean, so the only thing I've had planted in my garden that's perennial, that keeps coming back is the strawberries, and those are good. The other ones are all things that you plant and then you plant again each year, and so none of them would have survived long term anyway. There's a pepper plant that should have, and the gophers got that. So I guess there was that one.
Your precious peppers.
Yeah, but it's like 50 cents to go buy another one and plant it. So that.
Dude, we're still getting like 600 downloads a month on MBWS. Like
that's cool.
Really good numbers.
Nice.
So like I was really impressed. We're looking pretty good this month.
I don't know why, but for some reason, like 2 days ago on Mandarin Orange Show, like it shows the page views.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Oh, I saw that. It said you're booming.
Yeah.
Google Mojo.
I don't know.
Did you get linked on something?
Something. Because there was like 10 times as many clicks on one day. And then like
did you see did you check your referrals?
Yeah, it didn't show any. So I don't know what that means.
Bot.
Could be.
Or somebody just like went through a bunch of your stuff.
I don't know.
Because we've had a few days like that, and I think it's because people click through the archives.
I mean, it's got to be something like that because it just was out of nowhere.
Yeah. So but I think these days it's pretty easy to weed out bot traffic.
Yeah.
So I think it's mostly real traffic.
I mean, that's what it seems like. I don't remember the exact number that it said, but it was definitely like a huge spike compared to what
that's
normally
what I got to do. We got to pull up the YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Thing. Now I forgot how we did that. Oh, yeah. We went to radio. We went to BrendoMan. YouTube, BrendoMan. Then we pop it out.
Yeah.
And we got we got to make sure. Are we going on here? It looks like we're going on here.
Yeah, it's on there.
It's totally on. Everything is on. Everything is on. So that's good. And
last time, what did we do? I feel like we changed something, and that's why maybe.
Well, I think it like came unplugged.
Maybe it did.
Because like if this cord, I don't know, it's long and it gets caught.
Yeah.
And
what are you doing there? It looks like you're, I don't know, poking yourself in the face.
Where is the new one? It's not on here. Oh, here we go. If I go here.
There you go.
It was something.
Yeah. There we go. That's us now. Wait, when was then? It just happened. You just missed it. Button's too loud to play with. Where's my key?
Oh, here we go. I don't know. You dropped it. Remember?
Yeah, I thought I pulled it up.
I don't know, man. I'm not keeper of all your crap.
Keeper of the key.
You have so much junk here, and you throw it all over the place.
I have no gate key. Did I tell you I did finally get a battery in my key, and it worked fine?
See, that was... I don't know. You dropped it. Remember? I don't know, man. I'm not keeper of all your crap. So much junk here, you throw it all over the place. You're laughing at yourself.
It's also funny, like that we just said it.
Dude, now it's like super Inception. Whoa. All right, I gotta stop this. It's gonna be now we're like, and then you can hear us in that YouTube video, laughing at ourselves. You can still hear it, and it's gonna be like a total freaking. We just saved the world.
Yes, you almost opened up a rift.
We're almost like I could feel it happening. I was like,
we were getting pulled into it. We got out just in time.
That was crazy.
So that's the chat for YouTube over there, then.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is different than
comments, I guess.
I mean, we could not give out the Hangout link and just give out, but I like having people in the Hangout.
Yeah, I think it's good. Might as well have, multiple options for people.
But if Hangouts doesn't work for people, they can use the
Yeah.
YouTube one, and I think that's easier.
That's better.
It's fine.
Batteries.
I don't know what you did with it, man. I'm pretty sure you dropped it somewhere. I think it's on the floor.
It might be.
Somewhere. Or like in between. I don't know, man. I don't know what you did. I really don't.
No, I'm not going to worry about it right now.
That's your territory.
I got plenty of stuff to fiddle with in my fiddle pile.
That's your territory. All right, so we got a bunch of letters. We got stuff, Amazon.
I don't know how
I think we're just going to have to maybe piece by piece. We'll see how much we can do with the Mark one and leave a little bit. Once it gets to 10 minutes left, we got to move on. We'll mark down where we were, and then we'll go boom, boom, boom. And then the next episode, same thing.
Okay. And
we'll just keep working through it.
All right.
So we got to leave at least 10 minutes at the end so we can do stuff.
Okay.
Like the rest of the show.
Okay.
We could, but I mean, as much as I would like to just make this the show where we read, I feel like, I don't know. We got to at least have our other stuff, our promotional stuff, our other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
It's like any good clip show. You got to have some new material around the old
stuff. Why isn't it letting me click publish? There we go.
By the way, everything has been running super.
Oh yeah,
great.
Dude, this VPS thing.
No more errors.
Is totally worth the expenditure.
And this is a silly thing, but I have the jetpack where it shows the stats.
Yeah, it all works now.
It used to be I'd have to click and refresh 5 times before it would pop up.
Me too. It's all working now. And it's all, none of this none of I click view post, it goes right here, and then I can go right back, and none of these errors, timing outs.
Yeah.
It's so fast.
Well, because I was doing the thing like you said where I would save a draft and then hope that worked so that I would then be able to post.
Yeah.
Now it just boom.
Yeah, dude. It's all working. It's all working great. And we can expand. We have so much room now for expansion. And if we need to expand past that, we can increase our plan. But we have a hard, we have a chunk of disk and space left and memory left. And then if we get past that, we can expand. We can go higher.
Okay.
It costs a little bit more, but I'm just telling you, there's plenty of room for expansion. There's also other options. If we find that hosting our media files, pictures and stuff, are taking up a huge amount of our space, we can move those. They have cloud server instances, and we can move it off and onto there, and it's way cheaper. But that's advanced. For right now
we're okay, right?
I can show you what we're doing right now. We can see here, and I haven't even optimized. There's a lot of junk in the Radio BrendoMan site that we can get rid of, but I'm not even worrying about that until it becomes an issue. But right now, if we go to our VPS dashboard here, it shows that we are using 9.3 of our 30 gigabyte of storage, and we're using 50% of our RAM.
Okay, so that's a lot of wiggle room.
And we're only using 4.75 our CPU allotment.
All right.
So we still have a ton of space, and right now,
all that collected stuff from years worth of stuff. Too.
And so, I mean, I think it's wise that we kept our actual podcast files on archive.org and not here, because that way it's and I think they're much more, even as reliable as this is, that's super reliable, But if it ever became an issue, we could move everything here, and I think we'd be fine. Because again, we have a ton of space.
Yeah.
And then the thing that was killing us on the shared hosting was we were maxing out the RAM and CPU, and that's why it was constantly restarting and going up and down.
Right.
But here we're just smooth sailing.
Sweet.
So yeah.
Hey, before we start recording, do you want to give me the thumb drive? Is it done copying?
Oh yeah.
I know I'll forget if I saw it on there right now. So
just want to make sure that it's all on there. Till 200. It's all. Is it all on there? Yes. If I do name.
Yeah.
There we go.
And that's in a
102,
folder.
104, 105. Yeah.
Cool.
And then there's the one that's not there.
Well, yeah, I'll have to.
I think it's 186. No. I sent you, I don't know what I did.
Well, I'll sort it out. That's okay.
There's a document. I think I put it in the Brax. Here.
I remember you sent that to me.
I put it in the thing. I'll show you.
Okay.
This is very exciting stuff, you two.
Woohoo. It's important business.
Yeah. Did I publish the thing? Yes,
I
did.
Yeah.
This one, yes. Yes. Okay. So if you go into This is our shared folder.
Yes.
And then there is Brax Volume 2 strips to fix.
Yes.
So you click that, and then here it is. And it is 183.
Aha. Oh, because it's the
A
photo one,
comic.
right.
So you can figure that out when you're laying out. Like if you made it just one page, that, because it's like big, and then maybe put like an ad or something else on the opposite page or something. I don't know.
Well, yeah,
you can figure it out. I'm sure you figure it out. You're better at that stuff than me.
All right, so it's all on the thumb drive.
Yeah, it's all there.
So you need to like exit it or whatever.
Yeah,
is that still a thing?
No, but I just do it just in case. It's fine.
Oh, because you have like the.
I don't know.
That open maybe.
I don't know. That's scary. Did it finish? Did it not finish? It looks like it finished.
Well, maybe it's just because that was open.
Maybe it's just because Windows 10 is stupid.
That's possible too.
I think you can just pull it out, but let's just. There we go.
That was it.
Windows, you're dumb. It would have been fine. Like I said, it would have been fine.
Yeah. Well, but now
better safe than sorry.
But I wanted to get it now because I would have totally forgotten.
So many times.
Yes.
Okay.
Many times.
Okay, so we're recording. We got the Hangout.
With the timer.
Got to get the timer up here. Got to do this guy. Timer.
Pop. Pop, pop, pop.
Hello. Don't make me pull that video out because I will absolutely do that.
I'll do it.
Are we doing 1 hour?
Yeah.
Or 45 minutes?
We're going to need an hour to get through this stuff. At least do the first one an hour.
No, I think we should do an hour. Now I forgot where to change it permanently. Oh, I click on this. Yeah, there we go. So I can change it back. Because remember, we didn't know how to do it permanently.
Yeah.
It's not very intuitive. You wouldn't know to click on that thing to get to this menu.
No.
This whole secret freaking menu that actually where you do most of the configuration, it's totally hidden. And they want me to pay for this program. Crazy.
You know that Windows Movie Maker is like gone now?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to make a video and I went to like download it on a
There's a thing that I got that's like it's way more complicated.
Which one did you get? You know?
I think you could figure it out. It's called
so I read some articles about like the best replacement.
I had it on my thing. Maybe I have installed it.
I tried like 2 different ones they recommended, and they were like one of them.
Oh no, that's not it.
Lightworks.
No.
I think that
is it.
I think that might be.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's
that
the
was
one.
I haven't downloaded that one yet.
That's the one, and I actually used it to edit something, and it worked.
Okay.
It's not super user friendly, but I think if you've used like a movie editor thing, you could figure it out. But it's like the free version of like Final Cut. Like it has like it's like very powerful.
According
like
to the
I know people that use Lightworks instead of Final Cut and like Avid and stuff.
Because that one has like a paid version, but the free one has plenty of stuff for
basic. But the paid version is basically Final Cut.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty crazy. Like because I was like Premiere alternative, you know.
Well,
like,
I had to edit something quick, and so I didn't figure we should dive into that.
Brian's in the Hangout, but he's on his phone. Can you go get my phone?
Oh yeah. What's up, Brian?
What's up, Brian?
Is that it?
Yes. And now I gotta look on my phone to see what he typed.
He said something in the chat on the phone.
Oh, and I got a tweet from Matt Zappa, and I think he.
Did your phone crack again? Oh no, that's just the background.
Oh, that scared me.
Oh geez. Well, from here it looked like it had a crack across it.
Hold on, I gotta go see what Matt Zappa said on Twitter. So much going on.
He tweeted you.
Well, I want to see if it's something for the show. Because he found another type of rock cards called music cards that are like, it's not just like metal.
Okay.
So it's like
that's a little more diverse.
It's a little more diverse, but they're also from the 90s. So he like had like Nelson and like
this could be good.
Yeah. So he's trying to find out because his friend got them for him. But I know the name of the cards, so I guess I could look online. But he's like, trying to find out if like you can get
Well,
some easily.
I had an interesting thought. As we were
Oh,
coming
he's
over here.
posting like weird alien picture. I don't know. First he posted poop emojis, then he put a cat, and then he's posting a picture of Ripley having an alien baby. Oh yeah, because he's having a baby. Does that mean because you're having a baby? He's posting pictures of alien babies. Is that like your alien baby? Okay, well, we'll find out. Oh, would you plug? Oh, Proteum Collectives, his band, Indiegogo.
Nice.
I will copy this and put it in our thing. He says Maggie's Prego. Yeah. So congratulations, Brian.
Yeah, sweet.
Do you have any dad tips for this period?
This is first
numero
one, right?
uno.
Okay.
What were you going through at this time?
I was reading everything I could get my hands on because I decided early on I wanted to be like
Knocked Up is serious. Like read the books. Judd Apatow
involved.
knows what he's talking about.
And I will tell you, I have 2 recommendations because.
Oh yeah, you found some good ones,
dude. I've got the absolute best. You can get them on Amazon.
Oh, Maggie's 16 weeks, 5 days. So we're moving along.
You got plenty of time.
Yeah, you do have plenty of time, but don't underestimate that time.
No,
don't get caught.
Okay.
Get that car seat ready.
Get the car seat ready.
Car seats are way more complicated than they look.
Yes.
Also, putting together all that stuff, cribs, strollers, you'll think you'll have time towards the end. You won't have time.
The earlier you can do that, the better.
Get that shit put together.
Read. Okay, so the 2 books, the 2 recommendations, and I'm serious. These are easy to read, and the reason I recommend
totally
them,
serious. I even read one.
They're fun enough that like you will enjoy them, but it's information enough that you will be able to be like fully informed. So one of them, the little more silly one that'll get you into it, is called "What to Expect When Your Wife is Expanding."
What to expect when your wife is expanding.
It reads kind of like a Cliff Notes of what to expect when you're expecting. But it's kind of silly, but it has all the information you need to know. So as like, let's say, and I don't know if your wife is reading it or not, but like Janelle did. And so I would like read the chapters along with it. So it kind of gives you the Cliff Notes, but it's also got some silly insight. Then your full like big resource one that again is an easy read and it's fun. It's called Hit the Ground Crawling. And it's got all kinds of like interesting stories.
The ground crawling.
And it's magical. You can probably both get them for like, less than
$5. Baby book corner.
Must reads.
But like seriously, as Apatow says in Knocked Up, read the books.
Yeah.
You didn't read the books?
Exactly.
Gotta read the book.
But these are ones that are like totally doable. Like you could sit down and read them. But
it's just posting.
I will tell you that picture you just posted is not far off.
That's the other thing. You should watch the movies.
Yeah.
Because that helped you a little bit, right?
Yeah, I mean,
because they really undersell how gross.
Well, it depends too. Like, if they're able to do it natural, that's a different thing. And we unfortunately never got to see that.
It's really gross though.
But I will tell you, like the C-section, the surgery part, like they're inside out.
Yeah.
And if you're not ready for that, like no amount of like horror movies.
It looks like that.
That's nothing.
Just guts everywhere.
They're like when it's someone and they're
saw your wife's
here's
guts.
The intestines, and I'm like, ah, like there they are, like they're just out. It's not, and meanwhile, Janelle's like, "How's everything going?" And I'm like, "Your insides are outside of your body." So it's crazy.
Also, the birth itself is pretty gnarly.
Yeah, I mean,
if they have to do one of those things where they like cut your butthole.
Oh,
I saw that in a movie.
Yeah,
it's real gross.
It's all.
Also, you poop.
It's all, yeah.
Most people poo. They don't tell you about the poo.
Janelle never did, but again, only the first one did she almost went through it all the way. So, anyway, all that is to say,
you should watch at least one movie
and be prepared. Read those books.
Read the books.
Hit the Ground Crawling and What to Expect.
Put that car seat in. Get that crib put together. Because again, towards the end, you're gonna have all these like false alarms and all this stuff, and that's not when you want to be putting your crib and installing your car seat together. And you and we learned that the hard way.
I was like, I think it's time, and I'm like, Brenda, we gotta put the car seat in. And then it was like 4 hours later. It's like, what's happening?
What movie?
What movie? Oh, I don't know. I mean,
any of them that actually show a real birth?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I have like a good. Like,
there's a real funny one that Harry Knowles showed that shows the cut butthole thing called. It's called Teen Mother. It has a young what's his name from all the Christopher Guest stuff? Fred Willard. Fred Willard is in it.
Interesting.
It's really funny. Look who's talking. Yeah, that'll give you a great. Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking more like documentary.
Yeah, the documentary
this is silly.
stuff. Well, there was a show that.
But I watched. What is that show?
Wasn't there a
called?
show? Like Janelle was like obsessed with it.
Yeah,
My
birth story.
My birth story,
like
or my baby story, or
baby story.
I think it's baby story.
It's kind of annoying. It's reality TV-ish, but it goes.
It takes you through a lot of
scenarios, right.
and you have to be prepared because you guys ended up having two crazy birth scenarios.
So,
and you got to be ready for that stuff. Also, as you guys, I think like a big tip. I mean, this is getting into the later stage, but don't back down when it comes to dealing with medical staff.
Oh yeah. Well, definitely know what you want and know what your wife wants.
Know what you want,
in.
And don't hold to that.
And you know, the whole like
have a plan.
Breastfeeding is a whole nother thing that if I say this like in full seriousness, if your wife has any questions, Janelle is like a breastfeeding advocate. My mom is actually his
mom's a doula.
A doula
and a lactation specialist.
Yes. So if she
they're
has
doing
questions,
all natural.
If they have questions, like seriously hit us up because
they are a good resource. The Mandarin Orange Show group, if you're a member of that, and Janelle, and also Radio BrendoMan, because Janelle and Janelle's mom, not Janelle's mom, Phil's mom, are in that group,
right?
And they are very good resources.
So seriously, any stuff like that.
Brian says he can't wait to taste the boob milk.
It's kind of extra creamy.
I thought it tasted good.
It's not like,
I'm not gonna lie.
It's not that weird.
It's the taste that tastes good.
I mean, like once you get over like psychologically what it is, it's not that weird. It's just
like
extra creamy.
I tasted
like
some.
A little like sharp. I don't know.
You dared me and I did.
Yeah, why not? It's healthy.
Yeah, he said I think there's a little delay.
Okay. Last advice, and then I know we should get started. You have what
did you say? Nom nom nom.
I'm not answering on the grounds that it might incriminate me. He said she's at 16 weeks.
Yeah.
So a little 24 weeks ish.
Yeah.
Between now and then, you should see every movie that comes out. Period. Because you'll never get to see movies
again. So enjoy
for like 4 years.
Enjoy this time to watch movies.
In the months leading up to it, we saw everything, even the worst movies we didn't care about.
Because enjoy it.
Because that's it. Yep. So see them all.
Brian says, "Give me your Wii U as a pregnancy gift." Thank you.
I know he thinks he's getting that from me, but I use that on a daily basis still.
I don't think he knows you at all.
It's not happening.
Doesn't know you.
Nope.
Especially since the Switch doesn't have any of those video
so
applications.
That's like still our entire.
That's your entertainment center.
Yeah. So not happening. Apologize.
Also, Phil still owns his original Nintendo
and Super Nintendo,
every single device,
GameCube,
and your Game Boy,
Virtual Boy, Game Boys, all that.
Phil doesn't. When it comes to Nintendo stuff,
no.
Like he wheels and deals with pretty much everything else, but except the Nintendo stuff. Yep. He has game boxes. Did you finally sell those?
No.
You won't do it, will you?
I don't know.
Even though they're worth
every time
they're worth this is the that market's gonna crash soon.
It is.
So you better get on it, man.
But it's so hard. I go out and then I just sat there looking at them and caressing them and reading them.
Box.
But they're amazing.
Oh my god.
It's very tactile.
Brian says Virtual Boy equals giant migraine.
Well,
Phil, does yours even work?
As far as I know, here's the problem.
You don't have any games.
I don't have any games.
Do you even have a controller?
I have a controller.
Those controllers are hard to come by.
I have the whole thing because I bought that. Like I never got it during its first run. I got that at a yard sale.
But you bought it before it got crazy to even get one of those.
I bought it for like $2.
And remember we were buying all this retro stuff when it was worthless?
Yeah.
Doesn't that kind of make you mad?
Well, no.
But we all knew this was going to happen. We knew this retro boom coming, which is why we were prepared, and so many other people weren't.
Because all this stuff that I own, like I had a certain collection from when I was a kid, but the vast majority of my huge collection came from buying it when the market was low.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Uh-oh, my battery's running out.
Oh.
Here.
You got a thing?
Got a thing.
You want a thing with the thing?
Doing a thing with the thing.
You want to move?
No. Maybe.
That. Not knock your table over. Want to plug it in?
Hold on.
You got it?
I think it's this one. It's hard to see down here. I think the Commandant's dead under my fridge. I haven't seen him all week. And I don't know if he's drinking the water or not.
Isn't it right next to that one?
Dude, you know how it is with these freaking USBs. Should be called USB Gons.
Okay. All right.
Oh, great. Thanks, Brian.
What?
Said he's pooping right now.
Hey, what better time to be active on your phone?
Okay, Phil texts me and tells me he's pooping too.
I think it's funny because you get off like, Ugh!
And then I texted poo gifs.
But here's the thing, like, especially if you're just texting.
Yeah, but talking on the phone is another thing.
I don't call on the phone.
Have you done that?
Not to you. Janelle and I talk while we're on the toilet. But I wouldn't call you on the toilet. Because then you can tell.
Have you answered the phone on the toilet?
No, I wait. In fact, there's plenty of times when like you call and then I call you back like 15 minutes later. That's usually when I'm pooping.
Yeah, but you also you sometimes forget.
I do sometimes. Well, because then I'm pooping and then it's like 15 minutes later and I forgot that someone called me. Yeah. It happens a lot. Not just you.
All right, we should get started.
We should do it.
Gosh, stop. Wait. Crap. Just trying to make this all freaking organized, man. It's stressful. Okay, there we go. We can see
that's good.
The chat.
See it's there. Make sure that's still going.
All right. Hello and welcome to another episode of Radio BrendoMan. I'm Brendan Creecy.
And I'm Phil Vecchio.
All right, so you've forgotten to bring my souvenir like the last couple weeks.
I did, but I remembered it.
So now it's time. But today you forgot the candy that I was counting on for my new sustenance.
I did. I'm sorry. There's a little sustenance involved in it.
Ooh.
A little bit. You ready?
Ooh.
I brought this from Vermont.
Oh, wow. Oh, dude, did I get some pure syrup?
Maple syrup.
Okay. How bad would it be if I go to like Denny's and like pull this out?
I'll tell you, we got one for us too, and it's amazing.
Oh no, I know all about the Vermont syrup.
Oh, we got that from a little cheese shop.
Brian says he's off to bed, so we'll
good
see
night,
you
Brian.
later.
Thanks for hanging out in the chat.
Gosh, you stupid freaking thing.
Well, you don't have to have it plugged in now because you don't have to look at that.
No, I gotta have it plugged in because it's gonna die.
Oh, okay.
I need it to be awake because I gotta read when I go to bed.
Well, if you hear little boo-boo-boos in the background, that's the phone.
All right.
So anyway, we went to this little cheese shop.
Yeah.
It's Cabot, I think, or awesome. Cabot, I guess, probably.
Pure Vermont.
That was the biggest
amber, rich taste.
Oh, it's the biggest bottle you could like take on the plane, legit.
Yeah.
So we got flagged for it.
I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna try to bring it to Denny's.
It's very rich, so like you don't need a ton of it.
Yeah.
Like we've only used like half our bottle, and we've all had
I just pull it out, sneak
it a little bit. Yeah, it's really good. So anyway, happy.
I guess
Vermont.
I could get a bunch of pancakes to go. When we be a little bit less obnoxious.
Yeah, you can get them to take them in a box.
Because I don't know. I don't really have like.
You do frozen
I don't have a griddle. I guess I could do that, but I don't know if that just doesn't seem. I feel like I need real. Like I don't know.
So what we used it on was frozen waffles.
I guess. I guess I could do that.
We
get some
we got flagged on the way through security because we had that and then like a couple cheese logs.
Yeah.
And they let us take them through, but they're like, "Oh, what's all this in here?" And we're like, "Well, we went to Vermont. We had to get cheese and syrup." And they're like, "Oh, of course." So they let us go.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
It's a waste of Vermont.
Yeah, we ate a lot of cheese.
I would have too.
And that stuff.
Oh, I had a question.
Okay.
Did you try what you had your Aldi's pickle selection?
Oh yeah.
How'd that go?
Good so far. I've only opened one.
What is it?
They're all pretty
just standardish
ones. I mean, there's like a couple different spicy levels.
Gherkins.
They're the ones I'm eating right now are gherkins. I've only opened one at a time. They're all dill ones. I don't think she got me sweet.
You didn't get any of those sour cucumber things because those are freaking awesome.
To be fair, Janelle went and got them all for me. I wasn't there to select.
You got to get the sour.
Know
next time if they have the sour cucumbers, they're so freaking good. You would love them.
But there's several varieties of them. Like,
these aren't spicy or anything?
There's a couple. I haven't gotten to the spicy ones yet. But there's a couple spicy varieties she got me as well.
You can see over... Oh, I think I threw it away.
Your pickles?
I had some dills today. Because they're a great snack. I'm trying to be more healthy. I had a bit of a... We'll get into it.
Yeah.
I had a bit of a scare last night.
Something, yeah.
Okay,
I think
so here's what happened.
I was scared.
So I got home from work and I was feeling a little like headachy. So I watched some TV and then I was like, well, I better take a nap because we're gonna record.
Right.
And then I woke up from the nap, and at first like everything was just like normal, and I was like putzing around getting ready for you to get over here. And then I noticed I started noticing that like on my right eye, like the vision, like it was real bad. It was like blurry. And at first I thought my glasses were broken or something. Like I'm like, did I break my glasses? Yeah. But then I like use my left eye and look in the right, and like I have like a really old pair of glasses, and then my left eye they work fine. But I'm like, it's not the glasses, and I start freaking out. I'm like, am I having a stroke? Like, and I don't know. So then I took off work today, and luckily I was able to get an appointment at the optometrist.
Yeah.
It's right. My optometrist that takes my insurance, the closest one is the one right across the street in the Stater Brothers, the vision care
okay.
place.
That's really close.
Yeah, and they were really nice there. Focus Vision.
Oh, okay.
And the doctor lady was really nice, and so I told her what happened, and that could be. She's like, well, it could be a wide variety of things. So I'm gonna do like all the exam stuff, and luckily my insurance covered it because I hadn't had an exam yet.
Right.
And she's like, well, first of all, you definitely need new glasses because I already have astigmatism, and then also my right. So that's where you're both near and farsighted.
Yeah.
And also my right eye was already like worse than the left eye, and now the right eye is even way worse than the left eye. So it's gotten more disparaging, which might have caused excessive strain and then caused that incident to happen.
Right.
And also I'm in front of a computer like 10 hours a day, and so that also probably didn't help. And then she like asked me if I wear sunglasses or not, and she's like, and I told her I never wear sunglasses because I don't want to be that guy that puts them over my glasses, and prescription sunglasses cost a crazy amount of money.
Yeah.
And so she's like, well, you really need to be wearing sunglasses, because she just look it up. And then I did, and it was terrifying.
Yeah.
And everybody should be wearing sunglasses. And also, as I was telling Phil earlier, none of us should really be going outside.
Stay in.
UV rays the sun is trying to kill us. The sun is just gonna murder us all.
Thing when we were kids, where your parents said like you should get more vitamin D from the sun.
They were trying to kill us.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure that's what they were.
Especially
told.
As a ginger, the sun is like my mortal enemy.
Right.
So I've seen this weekend. I went to rat in my arm. Like even though I put sunscreen, like it found like the gaps in the tiniest gaps. Molecules. Like I don't know, man, because like I'm pretty fried on my arms. Luckily, like I like reapply. I'm so paranoid now. Like I reapply on my face, like just constantly.
How'd the head work out? You were
well, I wore a hat.
Ah, smart.
All the time.
Smart.
Because I'm not messing around with that. Like I've gotten sunburn on my head. Like it sucks. Ugh. And also again, like if there were to be like some mole on there, I can't see it.
Yeah. So
I don't want to mess around with that. And like again, like I just lost a friend to melanoma. Yeah. It's not nothing to mess around with, So
you're going to follow up on this.
Well, yeah. So I'm following, because then she said, well, there's nothing physically wrong with your eyes as far as I can tell, but I want to follow up after give it a couple weeks and see if if it happens again. And then also you need to go to your doctor as soon as possible, and just to make sure it's not like because it's also like, loss of blood flow that can cause these things, stroke. There's a lot of things.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you, like WebMD and that type of thing.
Don't ever go type anything into WebMD, because it's either cancer.
I know.
You're basically like, here's 10 different ways that you're dying.
Well, because of course, like you text me and tell me
you
this.
type that
like,
into WebMD, and it's not fun.
Go to your doctor.
WebMD said like you're stroking out, dude.
Yeah, like I that's why I texted last night. I'm like, I will post stuff, like go get this taken care of.
Also, I might have diabetes. That seems more realistic. But the last time I went to the doctor, which was granted probably too long ago, he was like, "You're totally fine," and I felt really good. But I did go to the doctor recently, but it didn't have anything to do. Like I didn't do any of this. Like it was I've had some problems related to my cerebral palsy. So that's pretty much, it was like a specialist. Right. So we didn't even get into that stuff. And it was very expensive. So I didn't want to.
Right.
I didn't want to. I didn't need a follow up or anything at the time. I was more concerned about because I was very like I was having some muscle issues and it freaked me out. I've had a lot of freakouts.
Yeah.
And I think this is something that's going to just happen more and more as you get older.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
our bodies are fighting against us now.
When we always would laugh about old people telling, "Oh, this is how my doctor's appointment." That's basically where we're at this point.
I have 3 doctor's appointments coming up.
Yeah.
Just out of this one thing.
Oh.
And I also I just got my California tax return, and I was being a good boy, and I put it in my little savings because I got my little Tokyo savings account now.
Right.
My summer saver is now my Tokyo saver, and I had like $300-400 in there. That's like half because airfare it ranges,
right.
But for the time period I'm going, I was looking at $600 to $800, maybe $1,000, if I just get really unlucky.
Right.
But so I was almost halfway there already. And the airfare is the major expense getting to Japan because I have a place to stay and I got a lead on cheap tickets.
Right.
But then I was maybe if I saved up more, I was maybe gonna because they go on a whole tour and follow them around a little. And that way also I can also see more of Japan while watching wrestling.
In Disney, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, okay. My main thing, my initial no matter what happens, I want to go to Wrestle Kingdom, and then it's called New Year Dash is the show after Wrestle Kingdom because Wrestle Kingdom is at the Tokyo Dome, which is the giant baseball stadium in Tokyo.
Okay.
But then the New Year Dash show is at the Korakuen Hall, which is a legendary sumo hall. It's been there for it predates wrestling, and it's a small I think 1,800 people, and it's just it's the legendary venue.
Okay.
Everybody's wrestling. It's you're not a real professional wrestler unless you've wrestled in Korakuen Hall.
Huh.
And it's just it's a mecca for wrestling and for just Japanese culture overall. And so I definitely, and it's right by, so there's this whole area where there's Korakuen Hall and Tokyo Dome, and then there's all these little wrestling shops and wrestling themed bars. It's like wrestling land. It's so I have to go there.
Okay.
And one of the wrestlers, Toru Yano, he owns a bar right there, and you can go there and meet him and go to his bar, and that sounds amazing. And then there's all these shops with every piece of wrestling merchandise you could ever imagine, both Japanese and everywhere else, and everything wrestling. And then while you're there, you got to go to Akihabara or whatever, where they got the giant electronic stores.
Oh yeah.
And that one video game store that has every video game ever. Forgot what it's called, but I mean there's a bunch of famous ones. And then So then the other things, the non-wrestling stuff that I absolutely have to do is, well, one, I want to take the bullet train to Kyoto just because that sounds awesome.
Okay.
And also because they did it in Lost in Translation. And I want to ride the bullet train. And I want to go to Kyoto. And second of all, I want to go to Tokyo Disney Sea.
Yeah.
Because supposedly it's the best theme park in the world. And we're never going to get it here. And those rides are never going to come here. And if you just read the ride descriptions at Tokyo Disney Sea, it'll just blow your brains out.
Yeah.
Supposedly it's the most beautiful theme park ever made and the most expensive one because Japan doesn't mess around when it comes to theme parks. And in that vein, I will also go to Tokyo Disneyland, and I think they have a Hollywood Studios there now too, or maybe because they have a Tower of Terror, but it's not Twilight Zone.
Huh.
And it sounds amazing.
So they have 3 parks.
I think they have 3 parks.
Okay.
I think there's a Hollywood Studios type park because I think that's where the Tower of Terror ride is. And again, it's a totally different theme. It's this mad doctor archaeologist type guy that collects all these artifacts.
Huh.
I think that's what it is. I don't know, but it looks nuts. And it's this giant old hotel that it's totally different from the other Towers of Terror. And then Tokyo Disneyland, the main street is indoors because it rains so much. And then also it's just huge, and they just, again, because it's half privately funded, they just their parades are they take up the whole parade routes, and they do multiple different parades a year.
Huh.
And everything there is supposedly just beautiful and amazing, and just again subtle differences. And it all sounds amazing. And then Tokyo Universal, because it still has a bunch of the rides that are gone everywhere else.
Oh.
I think Jaws is still there.
Okay.
And they definitely still have E.T. But now that I've already been to Ichika, but also just like again another Tokyo. I've heard it's just like next level,
right?
Like theme park. And then I want to go to the Miyazaki Museum.
Yeah.
And because it's amazing, and they don't allow pictures and video. And I've seen a couple leaked things, and just that stuff is like this place looks like the most amazing place in the world. And then there's a bunch. I mean, like I'd want to, just. I mean, if I want to save. I want to save $300 and go to Jiro's Sushi. Do you ever watch that documentary?
I have not. I'm familiar with it.
Well, I want to do it, but that's like a maybe.
Okay.
But because it's like $300.
Man.
But I heard it's like the best $300 you ever spend on food of your life.
You're gonna eat the like blowfish or whatever.
He doesn't do any of that.
Okay.
He's very traditional. You got to watch the documentary.
All right.
It's amazing.
I've heard
even if you have
many
no interest in sushi, it's just really beautiful and uplifting, and it will make you like as a creative person. It's really inspirational because it's about being true to your art and about like finding art in everything, and just again being true to yourself and your methods and having trust in yourself as an artist, and that there is something about keeping it simple. And about like not trying to keep up with the trends, because again, like it's very simple. It's just like the simple, like he picks the sushi from whatever is like fresh that day, and it's very traditional, simple sushi and rice, and no gimmicks, no tricks,
no California rolls.
Yeah, none of that stuff. And everybody, I mean, it's like the highest rated Michelin star. It's this tiny little restaurant, and it's amazing. And I don't know, and he's just like super old, and
so you want to check. So that's like that's again, your stretch goal.
It's my stretch goals, and my other stretch goal is like tour around a little bit more.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
All right,
because I'm already looking at like that's like at least like a week.
Yeah. Oh, at least. Yeah.
And then I kind of want to tour around a little bit. We'll do whatever, go to pretty much everywhere that's in Lost in Translation, and maybe try and go like in.
Go to the Grudge House.
Yeah, go to Grudge House. That haunted suicide forest. Maybe that, because they do have that Nanahara Dreamland abandoned theme park there. Maybe some other abandoned. There's a lot of abandoned stuff in Japan. Like I'm already been looking.
Let's go do an abandoned tour.
Just do some of that, and like I don't know, probably get killed by a grudge ghost.
Yeah, just don't bring it back to America.
What if I did?
Oh. It already lives in my brother's old house, remember?
It's true.
I think we left it there, hopefully.
Hopefully. Maybe the raccoons ate it.
Oh, my gosh.
What if it's fighting the raccoons?
That's the only thing that kept it out of our, out of the inside. That's why they were so active in there.
That's really scary.
Oh, gosh.
Now I'm thinking about that house.
That house was the scariest house. I'm not superstitious in any way, shape, or form.
Would you? I wouldn't sleep there by myself ever.
Oh. Because I'm telling you,
that tapping,
and Janelle and I would wake up and look at each other like it wasn't.
You never figured out what it was.
We never figured out what it was, and it was very like it wasn't like
a
random branch.
Tapping. I've heard it.
There's no branches. There's no footprints, and it was just like
It's a definite somebody is tapping. Yeah,
it was like that, like very like.
It was very distinct.
It was,
and we never figured it out.
Figured it out.
I still think it might have been a crazy person messing around.
But where's their footprints?
I don't know.
Snow.
There was no footprints. Grudge ghosts.
I mean, there's very few options. I'm telling you, it kept me up at night, literally.
And not to mention the sound of 1,000 raccoons trying to gnaw their way in.
Oh yeah, with like a door like blocked, like a boarded up thing where like if that board wasn't there, they would just be pouring in. Oh. And a bear on the porch.
A bear on the porch, and then just it looked like the Grudge.
Yeah,
there was a Grudge room.
Yeah, there's a Grudge room. I mean, that closet looked exactly like the closet in the Grudge.
Yeah.
Plus. Then like late at night,
the puff.
The puff.
Wasn't there like a thing that like sprayed something and it
was, my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had like this air freshener.
A timer air freshener.
Like, silent. And
also like
it made me scream every time. I'm like, dude, you have got to take that thing down. I cannot take it. I'm gonna have a heart attack from the puff thing.
Yeah, that house.
And then plus like because it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, like he would have weird, like someone got in a car accident,
weird stuff,
and come
man.
up to the door. This lady was like having, I don't know, like a heart attack or something,
yeah.
and was like, and I'm like, I can't take it anymore.
Did you guys like witness like a huge domestic dispute?
Well, it was this whole thing. It was so weird. Like someone must have been drunk. They were yelling, but someone like got hurt, and we don't know. Like was in a car accident, and no one was like, it was weird. I mean, the police came eventually. It's a weird place. That's the Grudge house.
Angeles Oaks.
Angeles Oaks, man. I don't know. Now people live there, so
it's still a weird place.
Yeah,
it's like this weird in between, very isolated.
Yeah, there's one
area.
Restaurant and a post office, and that's it.
And then it's like all these houses way back out in the woods, away from everything else.
It's very strange. They can't get internet there.
Yeah,
like they just don't offer internet service there.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It's pretty nuts. Yeah. And I was kind of glad because I never wanted to stay there again.
I know, dude. Well, after you got snowed in there, you're like, I'm never coming back.
And then I got snowed in for like in freaking like April.
No, it was May. It was the end of May. And I remember you said you had to like call into your job. And like, it's snowed there. What are you talking about? It's May. And
I had to take pictures and show them. They did not believe me.
I'm snowed in. I can't get out. In May. Yep.
So mad.
Yeah.
And also, it was terrifying.
Yeah.
But
you got in the
car. You made me watch Leonard Part 6.
I thought, let's see. I thought I made you watch a scary movie there, too.
I wasn't definitely not going to do that.
I didn't make you watch The Grudge? I know we made Matthew watch
The Grudge. There was absolutely no 100 way when it was said that I would watch The Grudge at the house. You made me watch The Grudge at freaking, like, out in the boondocks.
Yeah, at our
Lakewood, whatever, out in the middle of nowhere. That was terrifying enough. And then I had to go to my security job in an office building, and I seriously ran through the hallways after turning off the lights.
Yeah.
Ran.
I remember.
It was so scary.
Even just remember we walked down after that to the gas station. Even that was just like scary time.
Because you were seriously out in the middle of freaking nowhere.
Yeah. And it's weird being in a big city and then being in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's a weird feeling.
And you're like not that far from like downtown Long Beach.
Yeah. But we were like on this like weird isolated parcel of land.
It was a freaking weird farm.
Yeah.
You never got to have our big concerts out there.
It's gone now. It's a bunch of condos.
That crazy lady's fault.
Ugh.
That was nuts.
It was the weirdest living situation of all time.
Man, we were gonna have a recording. We had such big plans for that place.
Yeah, then she deadbolted it all and said we couldn't get into anything, including where our stuff was.
Yeah, that was insane.
We had to move.
That was nuts. She also came into your house when you weren't there.
Yeah,
which is beyond illegal.
Our closets and said, I don't want you going in there anymore.
That's a horror movie right there.
Plus, she was like yelling at us for stepping too hard.
She yelled at me for placing a box too hard on the ground, and for stepping too hard on the ground.
And we're like, we're walking. Like, we're not allowed to walk on the floor of the house.
That was crazy.
Oh my gosh,
she was nuts.
The best part of it, though,
too good to be true.
After she was like total psycho, we moved out like 2.5 months later because we just couldn't take it. And she came in and did the inspection, like, because we needed to get our deposit back. We had like a $1,600 deposit on it.
Yeah.
She goes through the house and like picks apart like every little thing. Like, we hadn't even been there that long. She's like, oh, this and this. And we're like, that's not from us. Oh, look at this carpet is dented in here. And we're like, you know how like you can brush the the grain of the carpet? And I'm like, look, it's not a stain. This isn't blah, blah, blah. So she did this for like an hour.
Also, there was like insane mice and stuff there.
Oh yeah, there were mice. There was some like, I don't know, rat or something in the attic.
Staying there at night was kind of scary
like,
too.
Gnawing on the ceiling.
You would hear. There was so many house noises in that place.
So she goes through the whole.
I remember I like tried to stay there and I ended up going home. I was too scared. I got scared.
So she went through the whole thing for like an hour, and then she's like, "All right," and we're like, "What is she?" Like, she was setting us up like she was gonna give us $100 back. She's like, "Well, here's your $1,600," and we're like, "Oh, you're gonna give it all back?" Well, if you can say anything you want, if you give us our money back, I don't care.
And then you're like, "Just go,
just leave. Go get the money, take the money and run.
Take the money, get out of here."
So yeah, we got all our money back.
Oh, that was crazy. That was That was like the after that, like you're getting no more moves, moving you twice in the span of like 3 months with all your insane amount. You had like 10 times more stuff than you have now.
Oh, at least. And after all the dumpster runs we made, then we had like 3 yard sales in the time we lived there. Got rid of so much more stuff, and it still was too much.
It was crazy.
That's where I had the closet of VHS tapes that was like 5 layers deep and all the way to the
floor to ceiling.
Yeah,
I was like, you're getting rid of some of these.
I did.
You did it. It took a long time.
Yes, it did.
All right, we got to get rolling.
All right, we do.
Well, thank you for the syrup.
Oh yeah,
and hopefully I don't have some mortal.
Hopefully, well, definitely
going to the doctor,
do all the follow-ups,
doing all the stuff they tell me.
It's good, and don't Google things because
I'm definitely not doing that because that's scary. I did it.
Yeah,
it's scary. Also, don't read about UV rays. That's also very scary.
And wear your sunscreen, people.
wear sunscreen, wear sunglasses. I'm getting those transitions. So
that's good.
I hope, like, I know they've gotten better, but I remember, like, somebody I knew had those, and you'd, like, inside, and they hadn't, like, transitioned back yet.
It takes Janelle has a pair, and it works. It's probably better than it used to be.
Well, they said I needed those, or it was getting a pair of prescription sunglasses that cost a fortune because I have freaking high index because my eyes are so bad. My eyes are terrible. She's like, oh, wait, take off your sunglasses and try it. And I'm like, nope, nothing. She's like, not even, no, 0. Like right now, everything is a blur and I can barely see your face.
Right.
Like right now, you look like a blob person.
Well,
so she's like, oh, okay. I'm like, I feel like I'm getting just a taste of like the future. Yeah. I know I'm not that old, but like I know this is when stuff starts happening. It starts getting, because that was scary. I'm just like, am I having? I seriously was like, am I having a stroke right now? I could be. I know people have strokes and they don't even know. Yeah. And then I'm like, what if my brain is bleeding or something? What if I got a brain bleed?
If you have any other,
what if it's like Joe versus Volcano
now and then, like you should go to the emergency.
Well, yeah, but then it's also I hate that in this country you have to seriously like I have to be like really dying to because the ER you're out of pocket even if you have insurance is pretty high.
Yeah, ours is like really good coverage and it's like $100.
Mine's like mine's like $100 no matter what.
Yeah. And then plus whatever
other things, and then like you got co-pays on everything. Yeah. So it really has to be a big thing. Even just going to the doctor, I'm like, can I afford this co-pay? Those add up.
Yeah.
It's like that's the world we live in now, and I can't imagine if I didn't have health insurance, I would have just sat here.
Yeah.
Like if this had happened 1 year ago, because I started my job 1 year ago. If this happened 1 year and 1 day ago, I would have been like, I hope this goes away.
There's nothing you can do
Phil,
about
yesterday this happened. I can't do anything. I have these. This is the only glasses I gotta have because I remember once my contacts. I ran out of contacts, and that's why I was wearing these again. Because I ran out of contacts. I'm like, well, I can't get more contacts. Contacts are so expensive, and they're also not as you can't see as good as you can with glasses. And since this is a big eyesight thing, and also I need protection from these freaking screens that are apparently killing me.
Right. Well, especially like as your eyes get worse, contacts have less.
Yeah.
There's less things they can do.
Yeah. But man, those high index lenses, not cheap.
Ugh.
But hopefully it'll preserve because like my vision is just so bad. And I don't want to, I'm like, the idea of like not being able to see.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Especially for somebody like me that like loves movies and visual things and all that and like stuff.
It's kind of crazy that this happened. And we just, I know you read it a little bit ago, but the end of Anne of Green Gables.
I know.
Where like Marilla, the whole thing, and then you like had just read that like a few days before, and then you texted me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? But what's kind of funny though is the stuff that they say in the book, like that if she can't sew, and she can't, and then there's a couple other things
she can't read.
She can't read anything, and if she like takes it easy and she doesn't do those things, she had to get a better prescription for glasses that like it would preserve it, but she can't like.
Do anything she wants to do,
right? And that's what makes Anne stay with her.
Yeah, which is a bit of a bummer.
It is,
but she's Anne; she'll figure it out.
Well, plus, like it's the thing that keeps her in Avonlea that puts the story forward. Otherwise, it's Anne of the.
I thought it was gonna be like Anne in British Columbia, Anne in Toronto.
It's not like a tour of Canada.
Yeah, man, I want to go to Prince Edward Island right now. That's. After Tokyo,
it's the next one.
Well, I want to go with you guys.
Who would have thought, though? Did you think you would be that excited about it? Because when I told you we were going to do Anne of Green Gables, you're like, there's nothing else, and I'm like, well, these are options. You're like, all right, I guess we'll do that. You were not like all excited about it beforehand. Because
as much as I love my grandma, I didn't trust her. These were like her favorite thing in the entire world. But her dying wish was to go to Prince Edward Island. My grandpa granted it, and then she died like 6 months later. Well, it was more than that, but still, it was like the very last thing they ever did together, really.
Yeah.
And like she spent her whole life waiting and trying to get there, and she loved Anne of Green Gables like so much, and I never understood it. I remember watching or trying to watch like Avonlea, and I was like, oh, this is not my thing. I remember there was like a joke about a guy that never bathed in school, and he's like, don't you wash? And he's like, yes, man, like clockwork, twice a year on Christmas and on this day. And it was like, ew. And then I'm like, that's like that's Avonlea.
But see now, like,
oh my gosh.
you see, because I read them
well,
before,
like the way
her
writing is like amazing, and like you read that stuff and you are there, man, and it's like, and it's the most beautiful, amazing place, and it sounds like it's just, and then you go and you look, and it's like freaking time in a bottle, man. And I look at their travel website and I'm like, how do I get here? Where I want to go here right now. I want to live here. I want to live there. I want to give up all modern things and live. And it's right by the ocean and it's beautiful. And there's still country roads and fields and little dales and little nooks and crannies, and you can just see that hidden garden that they found in Anna Avonlea, and you can see just the places and the old houses and the barns and that blue town hall, and I want to go there. I'm there, man. I'm there right now as I'm talking about it, and like,
well, the way she describes the seasons and the flowers, and just everything, it's
amazing. I you talk about like escaping into a book, man. I've never felt that as much as I felt it reading these books.
Well, it makes me happy because I read them in high school and loved them, and I knew if you gave it a shot, I had a feeling you would like it.
Also, they're real quick.
And
I got all 11 books for 99 cents because they're technically free, but some people take them and they put them together all nice.
Okay,
they're public domain.
Like,
But but the actual like free library ones are kind of like, you know, I think they do those by machine, so sometimes you find out, but this one, like, at least it's like all nice and put together, and it has 11 books in it.
Now we're only doing the eight main ones.
This has all the side ones and the
like short stories and stuff like that, but I recommend those too. I've read all of those too.
Well, I'm definitely gonna read them. I'm gonna read all of them.
So
I mean, geez.
Some of them are more like about her kids later on, and
sure that link is right. I'm sorry. So we got to get into mail here.
Yeah, we do. We got a lot of stuff.
We got a last-minute tweet from Mr. Matt Zappa.
What's up, Matt?
Friend of the show, and his band that he's the drummer in that we actually saw, and they're freaking awesome.
Well, no, we saw his other band. We saw which is the
Project.
It's the guy's name, which I can't remember now. But this band is Protean Collective, which is his other band. We met some of the band members there, remember, but we didn't actually see them play.
Okay, I just want to make sure this is the right link. Okay, so it's IGG. Okay, so I didn't have to put in. That's why I was confused.
Okay,
because there's like a hashtag.
Make sure we get the right.
So I got to make sure I have the right information.
Okay, there it is. Yeah.
So it's this. Okay, so they are doing. Okay, so it's not because that was that project. But oh wait, no, Derek and I saw.
You went and saw them?
I think we did. Maybe yeah. It was them because Derek and I saw them, and you saw the project, but we saw Protean Collective.
Okay, that's right. Because you went. I forgot. I went.
You went to
with
different
Matthew
year.
To the different one. Okay,
But no, but it was them too. It was still them. So maybe I haven't seen Protean Collective.
Well, we've seen Matt drum,
but I've listened, and Matt is an incredible drummer.
Yes.
And if you're into metal and rock and roll and like just really great artistry, and they're awesome. And so they have a new an Indiegogo. I believe this is for their album, and it's their 2017 album, and you can get it at for $10 you get a digital download. There you go. Perfect price point. For $20 you get an autographed copy. So there you go. These are good price points here.
Good.
I appreciate especially offering a digital copy for $10 because I know some don't do that.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they're making a thank you video. But yeah, so this is their album, and you can get it. So the link is igg.me/at/PC-collapse. So that's capital P, capital C, dash, capital C.
Is that right?
That's correct.
That's
a short link. And it goes to this.
And that works?
Yes, okay. I tested it. Didn't you just see me do it?
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
Well, I just did it again.
Okay, that's good.
There you go.
But they're also, the band is called Protean, Protean Collective.
So you go on Indiegogo, you search for that. Yeah. But yeah, so it's they got 6 days left, and you can check it out, and they're awesome.
It's flexible spending on Indiegogo means
they get the money regardless, and that's because then they can still The album. So it says this album's gonna happen. So they're
doing it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah. So be sure to get that and then share it with your friends, and then you can get like drum transcriptions, shirts, signed discographies because they have 3 studio albums. They have a lot of cool trading cards.
Oh, dude.
Like
we need
cookies.
to have trading cards and open up on our show.
You can get a homemade batch of chocolate chip cookies.
Ooh.
Ice cream. They will make you an ice cream with the ingredients of your choice. Must be able to pick up in the Boston area. Well, that's homemade ice cream. Oh, they'll make a bad song about whatever you want. These are really fun rewards.
That's only $60 to get a bad song.
Retro video game party. Oh, look at all these cool perks. Yeah. Skype guitar lesson. Skype bass lesson, Skype drum lesson. There's listening party plus CD. There's like, oh, dude, look at this one. Physical copy, a copy of Divided album, 4 shot glasses, 4 stickers. Dude, they got some really, get tattooed with Matt.
Yeah.
Signed drum gear. Oh, somebody already got this one. Go to a Red Sox game with us. These are great perks.
Yeah,
$300. Matt Zappa will officiate your wedding.
Dude, that's pretty great.
Whale Watch. They'll cover a song of your choice. For $1,500, we'll play your party.
Dude, that's
a really good and that's a good deal for a band to play your party. Yeah. For $1,500 for a sweet band to play your party. That's really good.
Good job, guys. Good.
Those are some really good rewards. It's a good variety
of
rewards, and they're high-end stuff. If I had money, dude, I'd totally do some of those.
Now, some of those ones you have to be local to Boston.
Yeah, but like Skype guitar and drum lesson. And Matt is a great teacher.
Oh, dude.
Classically trained.
Plus, I mean, if you haven't watched him, there's videos.
He's amazing.
He's an amazing
and he's
drummer.
A super fun, cool guy. And you can talk to him about how he was in Ghostbusters.
That's true.
The new one.
Yeah.
And he'll tell you all about it. He's got lots of cool stories. He's a good dude. All right. Well, there you go. Protein Collective. All right. What else do we got here?
Got some more mail.
Just make sure to close this down so our tabs aren't destroying everything. All right. This one is from Carol Gordon, also known as Mrs. Denver.
Mrs. Denver.
NTLD.
NTLD. Yep.
All right. Brendo and Phil, love you. Love your show. Want to let you know about a different brand of Halo Top-like ice cream called Enlightened.
Ooh.
Actually looked around for this, haven't seen it.
It's not local to us?
Well, we'll find out.
Okay.
It keeps going.
Okay.
They have a frozen hot cocoa flavor that is awesome.
That sounds
You have to make sure you let it set out for 15 minutes. Halo Top is like 5 for the ideal consistency, but it even says on the thing.
Oh, does it really?
Yes.
I didn't read it.
But I've had it right out of the freezer and it's fine. But if you really like 5 minutes, it's like perfect.
I guess that's the thing.
That's a pretty standard thing.
I thought it was just weird.
No.
Like that. Okay.
I don't like super frozen ice cream.
Yeah, just set it out for a few.
All right. So the brand also has ice cream bars, crisps like pop chips, and these things called broad beans that sound weird but taste like corn nuts.
Okay.
So they got a whole line of food. They carry the whole line at Sprouts. See, that's why we don't have Sprouts. But Redlands, they did break ground on a Sprouts in Redlands.
Interesting.
I think it's a Sprouts. They said that. I read in the paper they broke ground on something in Redlands.
Buds.
But that'd be, what if somebody did open that? We got buds here. And then someone's like, we got blooms.
Right.
And then it's just flowers.
Blossom.
Yeah. We were talking about how much I want a movie theater in Ukaipa.
Yeah.
And then you said we were supposed to get a Chili's, and then that didn't happen.
There is a building there that used to be a future Chili's and is no longer.
Dude, you know what we got? Like where the freaking, there's like the city county services office, and there's all those empty office and whatever buildings. One of the first things going up over there is a freaking another auto care place. Like we don't have enough of those.
Well, and then they built that big building down kind of by the KFZ or whatever, and that's a tire place.
I know.
Boring.
So many freaking car and auto places here.
We don't need that.
People are just going to think we're car and auto land because there's so much car and auto stuff out here. And as somebody that doesn't give 2 craps about cars, we have 2 car parts stores. We don't need that. We have like so many different auto detail. It's like, oh, now it's like an Earl shop. I don't give a crap. No, I don't know. One of those fancy paint classes. Paint places.
There is like a laser place they put that one down by the freeway.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, at least some variety.
Oh yeah. Did you see also that they're opening a laser tag place in Redlands?
No, really?
I'm like, it might even be in Ukaipa. I'm like, is somebody like time travel?
That's what I'm saying. There's one.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah,
yeah.
There's a laser tag place.
We have a freaking laser tag place.
I don't know if it's
Why do we have a
open yet or
laser
not,
tag
but yeah.
place? Nobody plays laser tag.
I don't know.
They've been asleep. This is like a blast from the past situation.
Right.
They woke up from like
Oh my gosh,
1985. Let's open laser tag. It's 1985. Oh wait, crap.
Yeah.
Because like you open a freaking movie theater. You open a movie theater.
I still say that I think you
Tiny
should do like
art
little indie,
house.
2 screens tops.
Dude.
Have it in the uptown area.
With like food and stuff.
Oh, dude, it would be huge. Yeah,
high-end
like
snacks.
A restaurant type of thing with it next
Yeah.
to it. That old theater up there. The
They
little
need
theater.
to do it like in Gilmore Girls, where it's like super indie, and then you bring your own food because that's what it is in Gilmore
there you
Girls.
go.
It's so awesome. I've dreamed about that, and it's like couches and overstuffed chairs,
Yeah.
and they've worked it out because it's like owner operator that you can just bring your own food and stuff.
And then you get like your indie movies in there,
Yeah.
and
Indie
budget
art house
stuff,
type
and
stuff.
that would be huge.
Which you can easily get at the catalog. It's not that expensive to do like that kind of stuff.
Maybe you're not going to get Star Wars in there, but
No.
I don't think that they're not going to be
But
able
if
to
you
compete
do like
with,
revival type stuff,
and
it's definitely cost
indie,
effective.
like new indie releases,
Or like because rent it out for people and like let like touring filmmakers come and do special events and stuff.
There's
like,
your film festival, your Ukaipa Film Festival.
Man, why aren't we doing this?
I would love to.
We don't have money.
Yeah, that's
I
the
just
problem.
spent like hundreds of dollars on glasses.
Yeah, that's the problem. Man, if someone wants to do it, we'll go there.
I do kind of want to check out that laser tag place.
I'm right. It's weird. I don't know if it's open yet, but I saw.
If they have like a pass thing, like I would consider.
Let's go laser tagging.
Yeah.
Maybe Keith. Keith listens to our show and he's local. Maybe he'll open a movie theater.
Keith, open a movie theater.
Because he works in concrete. I'm pretty sure that translates nicely.
Just build the concrete movie theater.
That's it.
And we'll run it for you.
All right. Keith's Movie Palace.
But I do want to go check out that. It's just so weird. I like the idea of somebody opening a new laser tag place in Ukaipa of all, but maybe because we're so far out here, they don't know that laser tag's not a thing anymore.
But it is by the freeway, so maybe like they're getting that freeway traffic. I don't know. I'm not sure what the thing is.
Where is it?
It's down it's by all those county things down over there.
Okay.
Like way down, there's like a couple new building things they put down like almost right by the freeway.
Well, maybe that'll drum up. I just don't. I really don't want the Mad Greek to go away, and I'm worried.
Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully.
Every time I go there, there's like nobody there, and they act like it's the greatest thing in the world that I'm buying food there.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel bad.
And
I want to buy more food.
It's hard because there's a lot of places like that in Ukaipa.
Yeah.
Because also
it's all these family-owned
teriyaki time. I'm always afraid because
we are always the only people in there.
They do like a lot of takeout stuff.
Yeah,
there,
but still.
Yeah, there's
and that pho place is like always bumping.
Well, because did you ever go to the Chinese place uptown before it closed?
Yeah, that place was amazing.
And
I think it was too high end. That seems more of a Redlands place.
But oh my gosh,
dude,
it was so good.
Walk in, so freaking good, and every time I've gotten into that place, it's been empty. So I don't know what's going on.
Everyone's just eating at like fast food places, I guess.
Everybody's at that freaking In-N-Out.
That's true.
And that Corky's.
Man,
the whole freaking town is there. At least Clarky's seems to be doing real well.
Yeah.
And Clarky's is amazing and also family-owned business. And because it's like the mom and the son and everybody's there.
I think the lesson to learn here is go support your local businesses and restaurants and stuff.
Yeah.
They might not be there anymore if you don't.
All right. Okay, so she said it's easier to find here.
Sprouts. That's how
she says it's easier to find around here than Halo Top and it's slightly cheaper. Speaking of Halo Top update, well, first you've said it was on sale.
Yeah, we stopped by Vaughn's on the way home. It was on
I might
sale.
go get some tomorrow. I don't know. Well, I discovered today because I went to Staters because my optometrist is right there, and I had to go get toothpaste, and pickles.
Toothpaste and pickles. Good combination.
I'm sure that checker was like, "What's going on here, buddy?" But they have Halo Top, but it was all gone.
Okay.
But they had some flavors that I don't think they have at the Vaughn's.
Ooh, yeah, because Janelle said they had the same exact flavors as the last time at Vaughn's.
Like, does Vaughn's have birthday cake?
No.
So Stater Brothers has birthday cake,
Ooh.
but it's all gone.
Well, we looked online and saw some of those
And
flavors.
the regular price at Stater's regular price is $4.99.
Ooh, okay.
Which means when it's on sale,
It'll be less.
It'll probably be like $2.99.
Because it was on sale for $3.99 at Vaughn's today.
But their regular at Vaughn's is $5.99,
Right.
or is it $6.99?
I think it's $5.99.
I think it's $5.99. So if it's $1 less at Stater Brothers regular, maybe it'll be even $1 cheaper.
Maybe that's why it's sold out.
Well,
there.
Stater Brothers is also cheaper than Vaughn's to begin with on everything, pretty much, which is why I rarely shop at Vaughn's unless I'm feeling real fancy. Also, Vaughn's has homemade chips. You know those bags of tortilla chips?
Yeah.
They're so freaking good. I'm like kind of addicted to them. I know you don't do carbs, and I probably shouldn't do carbs. And I think I'm about to get a rude awakening from the doctor on Tuesday.
Yeah,
I'm just bracing for all the lectures.
Well, I
have lost weight though. I didn't gain any weight on my trip, and I've lost weight.
Good.
Although I might have gained some weight at Ranchathon because I ate a lot of food and drank a lot of beer.
But you ran around a lot.
But a lot of it was light beer. Well, lighter.
Lighter.
Not
lightish.
Light-ish.
Miller Lightish.
Yeah, not Miller Light. I don't know. I guess it wasn't light. It was like heavy IPA.
Well, regardless.
I didn't drink too much. I didn't get drunk. That means I didn't drink too much because it only takes like 4 IPAs to really feel it because they're strong.
Okay.
And we had this like, oh my gosh, it had like the best beer I've ever had in my life. It was like one of those like sour fruit beers.
Ugh.
Like I know it sounds gross to you, but it was guava. And it tasted,
beer?
but it doesn't taste like beer because you're thinking like beer taste. Because this is like not that. But I mean, I don't know. It's not your thing. But
definitely not. But
it was so it tasted like Kern's nectar, but
gosh.
It was like the best thing I've ever had. Because Larry brought it from Seattle, at like this brewery up in Seattle. It was amazing. It was like the greatest thing.
Kern's nectar is something that's so unfair to me because I used to drink that stuff by the case.
It's so bad for you.
And like I'm thinking, I'm drinking fruit. It's juice, but
if you look on that label,
so much sugar in those
things. It's
things.
just pure sugar.
And I mean, it's part of how I got here. I would buy those cases at
it's
Costco
real cheap
and just
and it's so delicious.
Oh my gosh! And I was thinking like, I'm drinking healthy.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
I know now.
Just read labels.
Yeah. Well, back then, I mean, when I was young and skinny, man, I didn't care.
Who cares about any of
that? Go
that?
to Costco and buy stuff. And
all right,
we got to move on here.
We got to really move on. I think we're gonna have to save the Kalmbach for next time. So. Because we got a gnarly. Okay, we're just gonna put up.
There's like one more line at the end of it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Keep up the great work. You always give me something interesting to listen to on my drive home. Love, Carol. Married to Denver. NTLD.
Thank you.
Hope Denver is doing well. He tweets me sometimes.
Good.
But all right, we're gonna have to put a disclaimer. Well, I got a disclaimer, just a warning.
Yeah.
This next letter is gnarly in the like poop sense of things,
super poop
and other bodily fluids. So if you're not keen with those, you might want to like fast forward or just maybe stop the show now.
Well, yeah, it's true.
So if you're not into that, for Radio BrendoMan, I'm Brendan Creecy.
And I'm Phil Vecchio.
Have a good one, everybody, and John Goobang do, and go to radiobrendo.com and check out mountainroomescapes.com and all our other stuff. Click that Amazon link. But okay.
You're still here?
So you're still here.
Okay with some poop.
You're okay with a lot of poop and puke and other things. I'm also going to have to censor this just because we're trying to stay on the safe for work-ish side-ish. And if I read this in its entirety uncensored, it would definitely be not safe for work.
Right.
This is compliments of your sister-in-law, Amber.
Hi, Ambo.
Hi. All right. This is subject line, yay, poop stories.
To be fair, we did like talk about poop.
Yes. Oh, dude, I have no problem, but I know people get real queasy.
Oh, yeah.
And we've had some complaints.
And this is up there.
And this is definitely one of the gnarliest things I've ever read. Yeah. Definitely in regards on this show.
Yeah.
All right. So again, this is Janelle's sister, Amber. So Janelle and I used to work at the daycare center. Also, these get progressively worse.
Oh, yeah.
Just so everybody knows. I used to work at the daycare center that my mother was the director at. One of my first jobs was a daycare janitor. Typical diaper leaks on the trash cans. Kids learning to pee straight. But the worst by far was Joshua Fudge. Yes, that is his real name. He was a cute little boy, but a little special. He would pull out his poo log and scribble on the stall walls. But hey, at least he was learning his alphabet. Dude, did your kids ever like wipe poo everywhere?
Oh, no, not
Like intentionally wipe poo
It
everywhere?
went everywhere.
I know, but that's definitely a thing that some kids do.
Yeah, fortunately, that was not when they were like tiny. There, if you didn't watch them, like if you're during the changing, they would like reach around, but not like once they were
intentionally like taking their poo and rubbing it everywhere.
This is just like when they're just wow.
I just remember Melissa Askew posted the gnarliest picture I've seen of one of her kids.
Ugh.
Like it was just their whole entire like room was just covered in poo, like covered. And like she had to clean that up.
Yeah, never. Fortunately, did not ever have to do.
I mean, we had some blowouts. Audrey filling up the bumbo.
Oh yeah, but not like her decorating with it on purpose,
but just filling up an entire kid's seat full of liquid.
So
poo.
much so that I have pictures of it still because Janelle would not have believed
it was all the way up her back.
Yeah, there's a pool of it.
It's the most disgusting thing I've ever. She's like, Brendo, come over here.
Go see this.
And also, help me, help. I just need you to watch Audrey while I just wash everything and stand in the. Because I remember you had to watch her while you like were just kind of in the bathroom.
Yeah, because it was everywhere.
And also, you thought you were gonna throw up.
It's a miracle that I didn't.
I heard you. I thought you were gonna. You're like, every once in a while. You're.
Yeah.
My occupations after that included working at a upscale cocktail bar. I can't even count how many pukes were cleaned up on an average weekend night. It was so bad that for New Year's Eve, we staged a little betting pool, and everyone chipped in to guess the number of pukes that were going to occur that evening. People were aiming very high. One guy chose 1 puke and was laughed at for betting so low. Hey, Price is Right. You always
right.
$1.
Yeah,
you always do it. As it turned out, only 1 puke occurred. The phenomenal part about this puke is that the man managed to vomit upwards so far on the front doors of the bar that we needed the tallest ladder to clean it up that evening. What we should have been betting on was how many Coke baggies we were going to find that evening instead. Next was Victoria's Secret. People would have sex in the fitting rooms and semen would be blown everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
They especially like leaving their mark on the mirrors. That's disgusting. Of course, we tried to prevent this from happening, but the fitting room doors allowed enough room for somebody to crawl underneath. I was very accustomed to ladies returning panties that they had worn complete with skid marks, period stains, and other questionable bodily fluids. That takes some serious, like, cojones to, like, return a used pair of underwear.
Yep.
The most disgusting thing was a lacy teddy bodysuit that was so full of sex juice that it was stuck together.
Oh my gosh.
I relished doing the return for them, being professional, and then alarming them when I pulled out latex gloves to do the return. The skinks always had the audacity to not pick up the money from my gloved hand and would demand it to be placed on the counter.
I remember, by the way, Amber would like email or text when these things would go down. Like I remember hearing about these firsthand.
But by far, this is where it gets real bad. But by far the worst time was my time with Starbucks. Of course, there was the usual high-traffic bathroom disgustingness, but there once was a junky Joshua Fudge of our own making the rounds to the downtown Denver Starbucks. Apparently, he looked normal, purchased something, was given the bathroom code, then would proceed to scribble with feces. His markings are predictable. Down with pigs, 666, a pentagram, and sometimes even an FU if he was feeling creative. Luckily, by the second month of this guy's shenanigans, he was caught at my Starbucks because we had a guard for the evening during closings.
Oh, my God.
All right. Buckle up, Buttercup. But the most disgusting, because people right now are like, it's not so bad.
Yeah, sure.
It's not so bad. Most disgusting. Are you ready? Also at Starbucks. I was a borrowed partner at a different downtown store. This one was not as busy as my home store and didn't have an officer. They also did not have a code for the restroom, so anybody could enter them willy-nilly. That's never good at a Starbucks.
In the downtown
especially area. any Starbucks. At close, we realized that the men's bathroom door was locked. We pounded quite a bit, and nobody answered. My shift supervisor dedicated that somebody locked the door and left to be an a-hole. She grabbed the key, and we unlocked the door. A man had overdosed there, and there was a needle in his vein. He pooped or peed himself, and there was blood on the floor. Foam out of mouth, and his eyes dilated and glazed. No pulse, dead.
Oh my
Dead
God.
guy.
Yeah.
In the bathroom. We had to wait for a few hours for the ambulance to take away his body. And at the time, I was pretty stoked to get paid for just sitting down eating pastries. How could you eat
after that?
Dead junkie body?
Absolutely not.
Then after the body was gone, my manager came out with gloves and the bloodborne pathogen cleaning kit, and I got to clean that up.
Oh, like
isn't there a guy, Sunshine Cleaning?
Yeah, Sunshine Cleaning.
They couldn't afford it probably. It's Starbucks. They're very cheap. That's why they got all those billions.
Man,
that's disgusting. I would have quit. As soon as you see a dead body in the bathroom, it's like, I'm out.
Yep.
See you guys later. Have a good one.
Yeah.
It was like when Josie saw all that diarrhea on the floor.
It's not worth it.
All right.
So
yeah, your guys' stories are tame, and you have been pretty lucky. I enjoy the podcast, and I am glad that you are both back. It was a hellish long time. I wonder what if her and Mark Kalmbach start having duel offs? Because it sounds like Mark's got some stories.
Yeah. I mean, he's
still doing that.
I'm sure he's got plenty.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if
They should do like a podcast
gross
together.
Off.
Like just sick stories from the underbelly of corporate America. I don't know.
So yeah, your friend and sister, Amber. All right, well, Mark Kalmbach has a ginormous thing that we'll get to next episode.
Okay.
Because right now I need to talk to you about things like Stitcher.
Yes. That's a good way to listen to podcasts.
It is.
Like Mark and Amber's new show that they're going to do.
Super Gross
I'm
Out.
Sure it'll be on there.
Super Gross Hour. You know what is on there? Things like my other show, MBWS, just put up a new episode.
Nice.
Recorded with Veronica.
Excellent.
I am recording with Marty and Sarah this week, hopefully.
Oh, that's good. That was sad.
I know.
But it's good. It's going to be okay.
They've been really cool about it. Everybody's been real cool. TSA, not so cool.
Maybe somewhere out there, someone's got it.
Maybe.
What if they're like listening to it?
I hope they enjoy it.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get a new listener.
Maybe. But if you're the jerk that tore apart my backpack, then not cool.
Not cool.
But you know what is cool is also listening to things like Alex P. Keaton is my friend.
True.
Mandarin Orange Show.
Yes.
You also got the Artist Tree. You got Trent Talk, Ray Gun Readers, Faux Boys, Star Wars Nerdy Night, Comic Nerdy Night, Pick Your Path, even Shut Up Leonard, Midnight Marinara. So many.
A lot of good stuff. A lot of good archives as well.
Benview on Spielberg.
Yeah.
Lots of good shows. And hey, you know, we were just having some website issues, and we got those quickly solved thanks to DreamHost.
That's right.
You know, we were just too popular.
Too much stuff.
Too much of you guys going to our stuff.
Yeah.
But we got that solved. We picked up, we started using their great VPS solution, which definitely very affordable for a VPS solution. And if you want to have your own web empire like we do and have lots of room for expansion, unlimited domain hosting, and you can save $50 by going to radiobrendo.com and clicking that DreamHost link.
That'd be a
you get $50 off. $50 off.
$50.
All right. And you know what else will save you money?
Prime.
And time. Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Saves me so much time shopping for gifts, shopping for stuff I need. If I got a cheap pack of batteries for when I needed a new battery for my key fob, because why pay $100 at the dealership?
Yeah, super cheap.
Super cheap. Get a whole pack of them.
That's where I got mine.
I got it. What else did I buy recently on Amazon? Just stuff.
Lots of things.
Yeah. All right, we got a text message. Oh. I hope this isn't, I don't know, this might be something important. Sorry.
While he's logging in.
But yeah, lots of stuff. And you can also get like a free trial. And by going to radiobrendo.com, get a free 30-day trial. And if you like it, it's only $99 a year. It also gives you access to so many movies, the music library, the TV library. What have you been watching on there, Phil?
It's huge. Well, the main thing is Family Ties from Alex P. Keaton. That's the number one place to find all of Family Ties. It's included with your with your subscription.
So Rebecca, my sister-in-law, texted me a picture of my brother Carson wearing a sweatshirt which appears to be of a Tyrannosaurus shooting lightning out of its mouth.
With a Santa
and it
hat.
says Merry Christmas. And then he also has a toy WWF championship belt.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming maybe he won at a comedy event.
It's hard to tell. He's at like a brewing company. I don't know.
Well, it could have been a comedy thing.
Yeah.
But
that's quite a picture there.
So, yeah.
Well, so while Brendan's doing that, if you guys already have Amazon Prime or you just want to do your regular shopping on Amazon, that is a great way to help us out as well. Go to radiobrendo.com and click the Amazon link down on the right-hand side and do your regular shopping, and it helps us out. And we'll read some things that we got there.
For instance, let's do a lightning round here with the Amazon for this week.
Do it.
You already told him to click the link?
I told him to click the link.
All right, that's good. Well, people definitely clicked it because we're getting a lot.
Yeah.
I want to give a special shout out because I hung out with Justin. And he said he's been buying stuff on Amazon.
Sweet. So some of the things we've been getting came from him.
Well, there's a lot of stuff. All right, so we got My Adventures with God. It's a book. I just need to check it out real quick. I know we're running low on time, but since it's Tobolowski's new book.
Ned Ryerson
just came out.
That's cool.
Came out on April 18th. Well, that's pretty awesome.
Nice.
All right, we got Cavender's Greek Seasoning.
Good stuff. Someone's doing some cooking.
Swords Against Death. Fafford and the Grey Mouser, book 2.
I'm gonna guess like graphic novel, maybe.
I don't know. It could also be. This sounds like a Terry Pratchett book, maybe.
Fritz
Lieber.
Grandmaster of science fiction.
Not Terry Pratchett.
All right.
Well, there we go. Sounds pretty epic. All right, we got a Panasonic digital single lens camera bundle with lens, tripod, and carry case.
Sweet.
Someone got a digital camera.
Dude, that's awesome.
We got a Wall Professional Animal Ultimate Nail Grinder Professional Trimming Kit. So I'm assuming this is like nail trimming for like dogs or stuff.
Maybe someone's opening a
You got to trim your dog's nails.
I guess you do it yourself.
Yeah. All right, we got an FMS 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inch, and 2 inch Manila rope cordage in lengths from 10 feet to 1,200 feet. What is this, like just a ton of rope?
It seems like it. I'm wondering if like you pick what length and size.
Sounds like just a massive amount of rope. Oh, yeah, you get to pick.
Yeah, so you pick your size.
Dude, look at that. You could get some serious rope.
Some good rope.
You can get 2 inch by 600 feet of rope.
Yeah.
Or a 1/2 inch, 1,200 feet. How much does that even cost to ship?
Prime.
Dude.
No, that's a lot of rope.
That's a lot of rope.
Get a rope.
This absorbs perspiration. It's the ideal rope for tug of war, climbing rope, gymnasium, and obstacle courses. Used for outdoor landscaping. Okay, so there's a lot of uses for this rope.
Well, it's also what you get when you get salsa that's made in New York City.
Yeah.
You get a rope.
Get a rope. All right.
What's the bad?
This is not what you get. It's very misleading. I got one tiny small roll, not a variety, and nowhere near the amount of rope they stated.
They thought you got all of those kinds. And
so they didn't read correctly.
Did not read the description there.
And they didn't order the right thing. That's the only 1-star. They were a dum-dum.
What is it? What's the 2-star?
2-star.
Much too coarse for a dog toy?
I didn't see dog toy on the list.
Listed on the things.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah. He won a comedy contest.
Nice.
Good job, Carson.
Yeah,
my brother won a novelty WWE belt in a comedy contest.
And he's wearing a nice dinosaur sweater.
That's probably why he won.
Probably. Just for
it's very comedian outfit.
He didn't even have to say anything.
Oh, good old Carson.
All right, so we got some rope. What else we got?
Man, just freaking rope, right? How crazy is that? All right, we got a PSVR aim controller Farpoint bundle.
Okay.
More PlayStation VR stuff.
Someone's got that going.
All right, we got Assassin's Creed Unity limited edition.
Ooh.
We
also for PS4.
Swords of Lankmar, another
one of those books, yeah.
Fafard.
But book 5, they got 2 and 5.
We got Limo Studio 20 pieces photography backdrop support. So someone's doing some serious photo type stuff.
Nice.
This is like a green screen type thing and some other stuff. I want to see this. Oh, yeah, see, it's like these clamps. It's clamps for like a green screen type thing. Backdrop support clamp. It's a C clamps. I forgot what they're. I know there's like a term.
Yeah, I don't know. Those ones are
C stands. There's all those different
like metal ones. C clamps, I think. But whatever.
Yeah, you're right. The ones that look like vices.
Yeah.
Topo by Ergo Driven, the not flat standing desk anti-fatigue mat with calculated terrain. Oh, I've heard about this. Matt Robinson talked about it. So it's like this varied terrain thing that you like. So because so they did more studies and they found out that like in order to really not like kill yourself by like standing up all day, you got to have varied terrain and you got to like walk on it.
Okay.
Well, in order to like keep your blood flowing, so there's all this varied terrain and stuff, and it makes it because it's like because I heard it's like a way more comfortable because if you're not doing it, like your body starts freaking out, so you need this and like so it's like it drives subconscious movement, so that's cool. What it does. So it inspires active and varied stances. Yeah, he swears by this because he uses a standing desk, and he said like you definitely need this.
That's cool.
So yeah, because like otherwise like your body starts freaking out, and like you start getting really tired. But like so your brain, it causes your brain to subconsciously engage and move your feet.
Nice. All right, someone's doing some standing up working.
I'm still have no interest in the whole standing desk thing.
No,
I don't know. I think it's questionable.
Well, if you're gonna do it, this is a good way to do it.
Sorry, I keep getting texts.
All right. Well, we also got The Witcher 3.
We got Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Great game. I have it. I haven't played it yet.
The PlayStation 4.
All right. We got 3-piece silicone jeweled anal butt plugs. Sex love game personal massager for women, men, couples.
All right.
Some butt plugs.
Well, if you're gonna get them, might as well get credit for it on Radio BrendoMan.
Man, look at that belt. Oh, it's WWL, which I think it's that like their comedy league or something.
Okay.
So they put like a giant L. That's so cool. It's a freaking trophy. Freaking belt. It's nice.
Man.
I'm jealous of my bro. All right, then we got a PlayStation 4 Slim, 500 gigabytes. Somebody bought a PS4.
Someone's
thanks.
Doing it.
Look at that.
That's gonna help us pay for our hosting.
It's like $250, and it comes with Uncharted 4. That's a good deal.
Good deal.
Because one, Uncharted 4 is awesome. I mean, it's not the terabyte, but still 500 gigabytes, and it's the Slim. That's nice.
It's really cool.
It's real nice, and Uncharted 4 is awesome. Like seriously, it's really good. It's a really good game.
But even cooler that you bought it through Radio BrendoMan.
Thank you. We also got Sonic Mania Collector Edition for the Switch. Have you seen this collector edition though?
No. I don't even know. Dude. Is that out or is that a pre-order?
I believe it's a pre-order. It comes out, but look at it comes. It comes with a Sonic on a Genesis, and then it comes with a collectible cartridge. It comes with like a ton of stuff.
But it's a Switch game.
Yes.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so it's like the cartridge like is like just a collectible, and then it comes with the download code, and it's on a collector's card, and you get the statue, and if you flip it over, it does the Sega, not the Sega, but the when you turn on the Genesis. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
So somebody got that for the Switch.
Dude, I want to get the Puyo versus Tetris.
Oh, they're making that?
Oh yeah, it's coming out like this month on Switch. Oh,
shouldn't that be like the ultimate puzzle game?
It looks incredible, and
so
all the stuff.
Because Puyo is like a legend.
Yeah, and then you can play like all these different modes where it's like simultaneously both of them or one or the other, and you go against each other and stuff. And
it's only $40.
Oh, dude, it looks so good.
Are you getting it?
I want to. It's just a matter of funds at the moment, as you know.
Yeah,
I will be.
The online play has Puzzle League.
Yeah,
man, you could be part of the Puzzle League.
I will be getting it at some point.
You're gonna be like the champion.
It's just a matter of when I can.
You're like insanely good at these games.
I love it.
What if you like rule the world and become like a pro?
I could. Look at that. See, one person plays Puyo on one side, and the other one plays Tetris. But there's all different configurations of you can play like both pieces at the same time. See, like this is all mixed together where sometimes you get a Tetris piece and sometimes you get a Puyo piece.
This looks pretty nuts.
Oh, dude. Looks amazing.
All right. Well, there we go. That's our Amazon for this week.
Sweet.
Don't forget to check out our Facebook group and our subreddit and our Clicker Heroes clans.
Yeah, we got 3 with open spaces now.
We got Radio BrendoMan.
Radio BrendoMan does it. Okay.
Mandarin Orange Show.
Mandarin Orange Show still
3
has
words.
A couple spaces. Yeah, 3 words, capitalized. Like
John Gu Bang Do.
John Gu Bang Do.
4 words. JON Gu space bang space do.
It is 4 words.
John Gu Bang Do. Capitals on the first letter.
So join one of our clans because it's awesome.
Yes. We also got myvacationspants.com, mountainroomescapes.com. If you're going to be in the Big Bear area, use the code Radio BrendoMan. It's an awesome room escape. I still haven't done the second room yet.
Yeah.
Also, check out our friends at Crude Ink. That's etsy.com/shop/Crude Ink. Cool vinyl artwork. They also might be at a convention or other place near you. Check them out on Instagram. Check them out. Don't forget, May 13th, Comic-Con Revolution. We're pretty much all set. Nice. Andrew Lindy is officially
he's running the show.
Very cool. I got him in touch with the people because they emailed me and I hadn't heard from him. And then they're like, all right, here's the people. And it was just me and you. And I'm like, all right, we got to get this all fixed up. I think we got it all taken care of.
Cool.
It's going to be May 13th. We're running Webcomics Advocates from, I want to say, 11:30 to 12:20.
Yep.
And then 12:30 to 1:20 will be Podcast Advocates.
I think it's switched the other way. Oh, did they switch it back?
It's Webcomics,
then Podcast. Okay.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Fairly certain. Maybe it's the other way around.
Well, originally it was because we
right.
were saying like, well, maybe we do podcasts and then leave, but then we're handing it all.
I don't know. I could be doing that wrong.
But they might have switched it too.
No, I don't know. I think you're right though. And I think Webcomics is at 12:20.
Yeah, I think so.
12:30.
12:30.
I could be wrong.
Well, they're back to back. You're gonna want to see both, so
you're gonna want to do both. Patrick and Eddie are gonna be heading up the webcomics.
Nice.
And on the podcasts, I don't know.
Andrew's got.
I'm pretty sure Cheryl's doing it.
Sweet.
And then after that, it's gonna be Andrew and Cheryl, and I don't know
whoever else he gets.
They announce soon, so you'll be able to see.
Cool.
We're not allowed to say until they do the program.
All right.
But yeah. So that's going to be at Comic-Con Revolution. There's still tickets available. It's in Ontario at the Convention Center. This is Ontario, California, not Canada.
Not Canada.
I wish it was Ontario.
That would be cool.
Canada.
I would go there too.
Go there. ComicConRevolution.com for tickets. They're really cheap, and it's just one day.
Sweet.
San Diego Comic-Con. If you didn't get a ticket, you're out of luck.
Yep. But if you're going, say hey.
The Hotel Insanity, I think, is tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm glad we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Already covered. I am stoked because our good friend and fellow member of the Black Box crew, John Mason, is going to be out from Nashville working the convention, so he's going to be able to hang out.
That's cool.
I'm trying to figure out if maybe we can do like a late night D&D type thing.
Ooh,
I think that would be fun.
That'd be really
like
fun.
In the room. So I've got a couple. Maybe I don't know if I'll have Gloomhaven by then. That would be perfect. I did a Kickstarter for this thing called Gloomhaven that Matt Robinson talked about.
Yeah,
it's $100 board game, but it's like ginormous, and it's like playing D&D but without a dungeon master. So like we can all play, and you can do it solo if you want.
That's
and
cool.
Like so you can play the whole thing by yourself. But you can also, and you can do like this. You can use the same stuff, so you can play the same campaign. And some of them you can do solo, like if you don't have your party there, and then you can the next time you just do it with your party, and it's up to 4 players, and you don't need a dungeon master.
That's awesome.
And it's like it looks amazing, it sounds amazing, and I'm so excited. But I don't think the second printing happens for a while. But that's with the Kickstarter. But if you want to get it, you should. It's freaking awesome. Matt Robinson got me to buy ice cream and a role-playing game.
He's good at what he does.
They are very good what they do on that show. I think advertisers should definitely be aware of what's going on there because they've got me to buy stuff. All right, we also got Comic-Con Palm Springs, August 25th through 27th. Tickets are there. The badges are flowing.
Yep, definitely be there.
Long Beach Comic-Con. Did you put the thing in for that?
Not yet.
I have reminded you so many times.
Only once or twice.
I've reminded you at least 3.
All right, maybe 3.
Because I sent you the email, and then I asked you at least twice on top of that. That's 3.
All right, 3.
September 2nd through the 3rd. What if we miss out?
Oh, we won't.
Long Beach Comic-Con. Well, our San Diego stuff's already in.
Yeah? Oh,
October 6th through the 8th, Los Angeles Podcast Festival. We really need to buy our tickets.
Yeah. A lot of
but I don't have any money, so
no, we'll get there.
What if they sell out?
Well, hopefully they won't.
That would be horrible. I would be so. I would buy a ticket from a scalper.
We'd have
to buy tickets to scalpers.
Busk out on the street.
We'd seriously be. I'd be outside. We'd be at our hotel next door, trying to be. Hey, as people are leaving. Yeah, hey, come on over. Come on over. We swear we're cool. We're cool. We're like asking like Mark Maron. Maron, no, come over to our weird hotel.
We'll just have your little like recorder inside my jacket.
I guess we could do that.
Podcast?
Yeah.
Podcast?
Dude, because I recorded the whole MBWS with that thing.
Yeah.
Freaking worked like a charm.
There you go.
Oh yeah, we'd be right outside the hotel. Hey,
what's going on, guys?
We'd be like talking to Cheryl. Hey, who's up there? Can you send him down here, please?
Right outside.
All right. Well, that's LA Podfest, and we're gonna have to move on to save the rest of the stuff.
All right, for
Thursday. And that includes rock cards and Marmaduke. And we'll start hacking away at this ginormous, but we love it. We love it so much.
Great.
Keep sending them, Mark. But yeah, this is going to do it for this episode of Radio BrendoMan. Again, radiobrendo.com, BenviewNetwork.com. And for Radio BrendoMan, I'm Brendan Creecy.
And I'm Phil Vecchio.
Have a good one, everybody. And John Goobang do. All right.
Sweet.
I did something really embarrassing today.
What?
I posted my picture of the NXT roster because I was trying to figure out who somebody was.
Yeah.
And I was like, this Japanese woman standing right next to me, like I don't recognize her, and someone's like, she's Chinese. And I was like, oh,
look what you did.
But I'm like, I didn't know there were any Chinese women wrestlers there.
Oh,
I know. I made that. My bad, man.
Oh well.
And I was gonna say this Asian woman, and I thought that was offensive.
Could you said this woman next to me?
I guess, but there was multiple women next to me.
All right. You know, it's
tricky.
It's tricky.
But I was very apologetic.
I'm sure everyone would know that you didn't mean anything bad by it.
I know.
I could see that being, you know.
I feel dumb now.
Yeah, oh well.
Especially since I talked to all the other people from China. I guess I just missed her.
Yeah.
I wish they had talked to the lady wrestler from China.
If only you'd known.
If only I known.
What are we on? 324?
Yes. What's the name of this episode, by the way? What was most of eye stuff?
Yeah, the Eye of the Brend Holder.
That's so dumb. Brend Holder?
Brend Holder, yeah. Eye of the Brend Holder.
That's really dumb. Like, even for you. My doctor's name is Dr. Van Gilder.
Van Gilder. That sounds like something that George would make up on Seinfeld.
All I can think about is Gilder, because isn't that from Princess Bride?
Yeah.
But then, Vandalay, Van Gilder.
Yeah.
Dr. Van Gilder.
Kramer would pretend to be, yes, I'm Dr. Van Gilder.
What was his doctor name? I forgot.
Oh, shoot, now that I said that. Vandalay, what is his doctor? Oh, my gosh.
I don't remember. Seinfeld. This will be Seinfeld's seen it right here.
No, it would be, and I'd be like, well, because now that we said those.
Doctor or something.
Van Nostrum.
Van Nostrum.
Yeah. See, because we said the other
Van.
It messed me up, but yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Van Nostrum.
Van Nostrum, yes. See, he was in there. I just had to get past that other.
So you would have won.
I would have. Well, assuming that like it was the time limit, you know.
I think you would have been fine.
I think I had it.
You had it.
Dr. Van Nostrum. When he does this, like when he holds his pipe and they're yes. He's dressed in his like creepy old clothes. All right.
I gotta get a drink.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Do it now.
What if I just drink?
Take a sip.
I don't want to.
Super good.
Have you done it?
I mean, like when we went and got it, they had like you could sample them. They had a whole pool of them, and you could pick which one. This is the one that was our favorite. But you could like sample all different ones.
All right, this is for the YouTube.
Brendan's gonna drink straight Vermont. You'll see it's very like rich.
How do I not just like it's not gonna like pour out?
I don't know.
Oh my god, that's so good.
I know. I'm just gonna drink it. Dude, that's not gonna make it to a pancake. I can tell you right now. It's amazing, right?
Oh my god, this is so good.
Yeah. I mean, this is not your Mrs.
It
Butterworth.
Doesn't taste like unless you've had this before. If you haven't had syrup before,
yeah. It's
no wonder everybody in Canada is so chill.
Yeah,
and happy.
They have that.
You have this.
Yeah,
I'd eat pancakes pretty much all the time. If I could just pour this on them, I would just eat nothing but pancakes.
That's why I had to bring it home to you because
I hated syrup for the longest time because a lot of our syrup is gross.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, that is a whole different realm.
This is like a whole new because I've had this before. It's been so long. Yeah. Like I think my grandparents had it because like it's like unless you've had, you don't understand.
Now imagine at this thing up there in Vermont in this little like tiny cheese factory, and they had 20 bottles of it, and you could like sample them all. They had like little sample cups, and you could just pour them and sample them all. Yeah, see, that's good stuff.
It's so good.
I know.
Oh, look what you did, you little jerk. Now I'm gonna be like ordering it.
Well, and the funny part is like, I mean, the reason we got that size is because
it's also really expensive.
But it is. I mean, because that little bottle, I don't remember how much it was. It was something like $7 or something like that. You know, but they specifically had them sized so you could get them on the airplane. Like they totally had it there. I mean, otherwise, you know, they probably, I don't know if they've sold that size before, but now.
No, I'm pretty sure they have. It's a perfect little kid size.
Yeah, I guess so. But they definitely had those ones measured out because it's like right at the limit.
So it's exactly 3.25 or 3.5 ounces.
Yeah. So, dang, it's good.
Dude, it even makes the Diet Coke that I'm drinking right now taste better.
Yeah. It's good syrup. And you can tell what I mean, though. Like, you don't have to put a whole lot on a pancake or whatever to get it because it's very rich.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Yeah, and we saw them, like, tapping the trees and everything.
I'm never going to be able to have regular syrup again.
Yeah, you're just going to want to order from them.
You know when they heat it all up all nice like they do at Clarky's?
It's possible because this is the Cabot, right? Cabot. They sell the cheese that they make, some of the cheese at the Aldi's here. It's possible they might like be able to get syrup there. I don't know. It's gonna be gone before the show is over. It's good, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah. See, I was very excited to bring this. I just forgot it 2 weeks in a row.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good, you guys. It's the best syrup I've ever had. All right, we better start.
All right.
It's getting late. You good?
Ready? Yeah, good.
Checka. Checka.
Oh.
Checka. We weren't being loud enough.
Well, I didn't know that we were checking for real.
What do you think I was doing?
I don't know. It's being funny. Checka.
All right. So we're going to start with rock cards. Then we'll do Kalmbach for a while. And then we'll kind of run through some stuff. And then Marmaduke.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right.
Do you see Derek made me take a picture of the Marmaduke? Because he's like...
I did. Yeah. Like our description of it was...
But even then he didn't get it. Because I'm like, you're not going to get anything because you have to listen to all of our Marmaduke things.
Right.
You have to be into it. Whatever.
Oh,
it's Mark.
Mark, you're there.
He said no dead bodies.
Yet. Well, at least he knows it's a possibility.
It's so good, Mark. Like, I can't stop eating it. All right. We got him somehow.
Yeah, so we can see that.
All right. I think that's all good, right?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Let me go back up here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's going to take us. This is a lot. This is a lot.
We're going to have to take it in chunks.
This is amazing. Well, yeah, you think? All right. Hello and welcome to it. Wait, we didn't need to get enough time. I need to be able to see that. Hello and welcome to another episode of Radio BrendoMan. I'm Brendan Creecy.
And I'm Phil Vecchio.
And we are back on the Thursday. Well, actually Friday.
Yeah.
Because I'm releasing on Wednesday.
Late, yeah.
Friday because of my eye thing. Hopefully it's okay. Hopefully it won't happen again.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. Maybe I just took a really good nap.
Maybe you just napped too hard.
But you know how your eyes are blurry and then it goes away?
Yeah.
And then it didn't go. Can you imagine? And then it doesn't go away? That was me.
That's bad.
That was me last night. And it's only in one eye. What if I did have a stroke? Like a little minor tiny stroke?
Possible. I hope not.
What if I have brain bleed? What if I have? What did he call it? Oh, in Joe vs. Volcano, brain cloud. Robert Stack. You have what they call a brain cloud. Yes, there's a cloud in your brain. And then like Meg Ryan, what's up? What do you mean a brain cloud? Brain cloud. Oh, what a good scheme.
Hopefully,
what if he tells me it's a brain cloud, and then a guy shows up at my door, and then he offers me to go on a journey of a lifetime?
What would you do?
I would totally do it.
You go to the volcano?
Get that fancy luggage.
Yeah.
And then I end up being okay.
What if it's a volcano on Japan and you could go there while you're at it?
That'd be great. And then I meet Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
Meg Ryan in that movie is like, that's like her, like for me, like that's like the ultimate Meg Ryan. She plays 3 different parts.
Yeah.
And she's beautiful in that movie. And redhead Meg Ryan, holy crap. Like forget about it.
Good movie.
Also, that movie is amazing.
Highly underrated.
So good. You know the guy that directed that wrote the play Doubt, and then he made the movie Doubt?
It's not Joe Dante?
Nope.
Why did I think it was Joe Dante?
I don't know.
Dante's Inferno.
Joe Dante did The Burbs.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why.
Okay.
It's Dante-ish.
Yeah, well, it is. It's got his kind of vibe.
Not Leslie Nielsen, Bridges.
Lloyd Bridges.
Lloyd Bridges.
Yeah.
Sometimes confused.
Yeah.
They did a lot of goofy stuff.
Well, and Lloyd Bridges did Mafia.
Yeah.
You know, along with the Naked Gun type stuff that Leslie Nielsen did. Anyway.
Yeah. I still haven't watched Angie Tribeca yet.
Oh, it's so good.
Well, there's so many things to watch now.
There's so many.
Apparently, I have to watch Girl Boss because apparently that's amazing. Yeah. And then there's other stuff on Netflix. I started really getting into Iron Fist. I love Iron Fist.
So you
I guess I get why people don't like it because it's told in such a different way and it's slow compared to the other ones, but I love it. I love the way they're telling the story. I love the characters. I love the martial arts stuff. I even like him.
All right.
I like it a lot.
I have heard very like strong opinions either way. And
I could see that, but I also love that it's so different. And I cannot wait until Defenders. And you better catch up, man,
on all of it.
Because holy crap, it's so good. And this one just tied into Jessica Jones in a crazy way.
Oh.
And it's
so far. I need to catch up on all of it because
it's so awesome. You haven't even finished Daredevil season 2.
You
even started Daredevil season 2.
Yeah, I watched like the first 3.
Oh my gosh, man!
I know.
That's where you're at.
There's so many. There's so many things.
And there's all these other Netflix shows. There's so many Netflix shows now. Well, and there's Amazon shows. There's freaking Man in the High Castle season 2, which I loved. Man in the High Castle season 1. And then there's all the other shows. Apparently that Mozart show is supposed to be really freaking good. I watched a little bit of it and it was cool, but I'm like, I don't have time to watch this. And then everyone's saying that Bosch. Now everyone's talking about that Bosch show.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, everybody's talking about everything. There's that show. I think that's the one with isn't that the one with what's his face? Billy Bob. Is that Bosch?
No, that's a different one.
And that one's supposed to be really good too.
I can't remember what it's called.
They're all really good. I know they're all supposed to be amazing.
Well, Angie Tribeca is amazing at what it is. Like,
and I need to watch. I also need to freaking American Gods is out, I think, or it's about to come out. And then there's freaking Preacher, which I never finished. And then there's like Doctor Who, which I'm so far behind on. And they're about to unveil. We might. I just heard the biggest rumor is that it's gonna be a female Doctor. It's happening.
Cool. About time, right?
Yeah. Michelle Cole, I think was her name. And that sounds to be like the front runner. I'm stoked. But then, and I haven't even seen the one. There's a brand new companion, and there has been. I haven't even seen it, and like all this other stuff, man. What else? Oh my gosh, there's too many.
Well, you know what I've been doing the last week? I've barely watched any.
You've been like You've been Weeda Bateman Bummerland.
Yeah, man.
I helped you a little bit.
You did. You came over, and I made the kids work with me.
The kids. You got the kids weeding. You got your wife weeding. You're whacking the weeds.
It's all done now. It's just we're in maintenance phase now. But man, it was a.
But now you have 6 months of having to keep it up, or at any time they could.
And it's like this reign of terror. Like I look out and I'm like, oh my gosh, the lawn grew a little bit. Is it too late?
Have you seen them patrolling?
No, but I think
it's
before.
All. What if they got aerial photos?
How are they going to tell how tall it is from there? They get grass drones, weed drones.
Weed drones. Oh, you don't know. They could have drones the size of bees, just like in freaking Black Mirror. Which is another thing that you need to watch.
They just drive up and down the street. They look in your yard, like from their car, and go, "Oh, that one." Like I don't think they look that close.
I think as long as you keep the front looking fantastic.
Yeah. But it's all. I mean, everything looks great right now.
What if there's a bunch more storms?
Well,
and you're definitely gonna have to hire a guy while you're gone.
Yep. I'm gonna have to. It's. There's just no question about it. Unless you want to come over to my house for a month and weed.
Definitely not.
No, I'll be hiring someone.
Happening. All right. What were we doing? Oh yeah, rock cards. Let's do it.
Start with rock cards. So I had an observation. I was thinking as I came over. I don't know what made me think of it, but I was thinking about us doing rock cards. Maybe it's just because we were talking about doing other cards too.
Yeah.
There's only guys. There's no. We haven't had a single female.
Well, I don't think there was any real female metal bands during that time.
I don't know. Like, what
there
about,
definitely wasn't.
But like,
Heart's not metal.
Yeah, but like, think of the Moody Blues. That's not metal.
I guess you're right.
They can have Moody Blues. They can have Heart.
They could have Heart, Joan Jett.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they got
Runaways.
They got plenty of other examples.
I guess you're right. If they can have the freaking Moody Blues in there.
If they count, then all
it's like
count.
Iggy Pop. Then they could have like Susie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I guess you're right. It is pretty sexist.
I think it is. But
you're right.
That's the world we live in.
Especially in the 90s. I mean, come on. The 90s metal world. It is a very male-dominated world.
It is, but I'm just saying that there's some examples.
No, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah.
You brought it after bringing up the fact that the Moody Blues and some of these other non-metal, because Iggy Pop's not metal.
Yeah, exactly. So there's room for a lot of those others.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, Matt Zappa also introduced me to some other music cards that are more broad, and maybe there's some female acts in those.
Also, I want their trading cards from the Protean Collective. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Dude, I want a trading card. Why don't we make Radio BrendoMan trading cards?
Two of us.
We could do other. We could have
different poses.
Well, just other stuff. Like for one, like all your brothers.
Yeah, that's true.
And like Janelle card.
Yeah.
You can even have an Amber card.
Yeah.
We could even have like listener cards.
Craig from the Res card.
Craig from the Res card. Mark Bolton. Mark Bolton art cards.
Oh, dude.
We could have a Marmaduke card.
We could have like the marks because we got.
What's going on with the Marmaduke brick situation?
No, I just gotta write him again.
Where's our novelty
brick? He
brick?
said it was coming and then it has not come.
Dude, you definitely need to hit him up. It is way past the time.
It's way past. It's spring.
It's spring now. You need to hit him up.
All right, I'll hit him up again.
You definitely 100%. You need to hit him up. You need to send in the Long Beach Comic-Con thing.
All right, those are my two.
That is definitely what you need to do. Everybody bug Phil.
All right. No, you don't have to.
Your Twitter.
You can tweet me.
At Alex.
At Family Ties Pod.
Family Ties Pod.
Yes.
Family Ties Pod. Tweet Phil. Tell him to do that stuff.
All right, our first rock card of the night.
You do rock card lightning round.
Chuck Billy.
No idea.
Chuck Billy.
Oh, and Matt Zappa says he knows all of these.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Yes. If we played with him, it would be a totally different game.
Yeah.
All right, Chuck Billy.
I think it would have to be try to stump Zappa. Zappa, if you get stumped, you have to tell us.
Yeah, be honest. This is a honor system. All right, Chuck Billy vocals for Testament.
Yeah. He also gave me recommendations on a Testament and some other album.
Salty Dog?
No.
Exodus?
And Exodus.
Yeah.
He said Exodus and Testament. Matt, you have to tell us, do you really know about Salty Dog? Because I want to know more.
Oh, yeah. And what's the other one? There's Salty Dog.
There was Salty Dog and something else.
We'll probably come across it. CC DeVille.
I know that one.
Guitars, keyboards. His first concert he went to was Kiss.
Crap. It's like Bon Jovi, maybe?
Poison.
Tim
Kelly. Guitar player from New Jersey.
Looks pretty glam.
Yeah. It's definitely a little permy look there.
I don't know.
Slaughter.
Okay.
Got a Bart Simpson shirt on in that picture.
Nice.
Bart
Simpson is pretty metal.
Joey Allen.
I remember a kid got kicked out because he had a bootleg Simpson shirt that said like Bart hates school. It was like from TJ. Man,
teachers and principals hated Bart Simpson.
Yeah, and Mad Magazine.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. Come on.
I remember Bart got in trouble on The Simpsons for wearing a Mad Magazine button.
That's right. All right, Joey Allen, guitar player.
That was also about school sucking.
Yeah. But man,
come on. That's like
lighten up.
That's like 90% of being a kid.
Yeah, you
can't
like
laugh being into that stuff. I remember getting in trouble for bringing Garbage Pail Kids to school.
And now my kids are into Captain Underpants, which apparently is like super controversial.
Super controversial.
Because I was Googling it just
It's one of the most banned books.
That's insane.
I know. People are dumb.
It's poop jokes.
People are dumb.
Professor Poopy Pants.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's the kind of joke.
People don't want that.
Oh, my gosh.
It's our children. Somebody must protect the children.
Well, if they don't think kids are making poop jokes without that book, they
well,
do
you
not
can
know
imagine
kids.
how well Harry Potter is received in some schools.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like because our librarian is all about banned books, and so like I was looking through all those, and she has them out, and she's like, please, you will read these, like getting people to read them, and like Captain Underpants, huge, like Goosebumps,
yeah,
just anything scary is like highly in Harry Potter, and like but stupid stuff. Like, I mean, To Kill a Mockingbird is still like super challenged. Like all that stuff.
The Captain Underpants one just boggles my mind because, again, anyone that doesn't think kids are already telling those jokes.
Yeah.
And my kids are pretty like, you know.
We do like the poo jokes.
They do. And I'm just saying they're pretty good kids. Like they don't get in trouble. And of course they tell poop jokes because every kid tells poop jokes.
Every kid. That's all we did.
Because
I remember we told the dumbest poop joke.
Yeah.
Like just super broad.
Yeah.
Basically the punchlines were like he pooped.
Exactly. And if you want to tell a joke to the kid,
eat poo.
Yeah.
You ate the poo. This guy ate poo.
The pee was running down his leg. Yep. All right, Joey Allen, guitar player.
No idea.
Warrants.
Okay.
He needs a warrant out for unzipping that jacket.
What's going on with that outfit?
I don't know.
What's going on with those pants?
It's like a metal. He's got like a gauntlet on his leg or something.
They're like airbrushed.
I don't know.
I don't freaking know what's going on there.
Corey Clark.
It sounds familiar.
I thought for a second we had a girl one, but I'm pretty sure that's a dude.
I don't know. Kind of. No, that's a dude.
It's a dude. But you could see, like, from an angle there, I thought maybe we were having some...
Oh, I just got spoiled.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
It's Warrior Soul.
Warrior Soul. We've had that one. That's not one I know of. All right.
Sounds weird.
Rob Affuso.
That guy.
Any idea?
I have no idea.
Skid Row.
Okay. Drummer.
You
know Matt knows that.
He definitely knew that one. Oh, we've had this guy before. Dave the Snake Sabo.
I know, and I forgot.
I don't remember where he is from. Skid Row. We got a couple Skid Rows there.
Yeah.
Greg Christian. We've definitely had this one before. Bass guitar.
Sister Christian.
I think he's from Testament.
Yeah. Wait, what is his shirt? Pig. It's Pigg. Like what the heck? Some of these shirts. Some very metal shirts.
Bobby Dahl. Dall.
Look at that headband.
Got a cool headband.
But an even cooler perm. And I don't know.
Man, he hooked up with Bret Michaels.
So that would be Poison?
Poison, yes, there you go. Dan Reed.
He looks pretty...
Looks sort of like Yul Brynner in The King and I.
Yeah.
Like, because he's got the vest thing.
The vest is pretty not metal.
Yeah. Vocal/songwriter of...
I don't know.
The Dan Reed Network.
What the heck is Dan Reed Network?
It's further proof that they could have had girls in here.
Yeah. Because what the heck is this?
Dan Reed Network. All right, Motley Crue card here.
Matt Zappa, if you knew that, you have to tell us.
Dan, please tell us about Dan Reed Network.
I want to hear more about Dan Reed Network and Salty Dog because I cannot find anything about Salty Dog on Google.
I think
I've tried to find Salty Dog using Google. I've tried to find videos on YouTube. Nothing.
Okay, we've had this one before too. Dana Strum, bass player.
That's not a real last name.
Along with Johnny Kick Pedal and
Fred Whammy Bar.
Dana Strum from Slaughter.
Okay.
Tommy Aldridge. We've definitely had this one before too.
It's also super familiar, but I don't know.
Drummer
from
Whitesnake.
Ooh,
that is a perm there.
That's an ultimate
beat all perms, man. Look at that thing,
dude. That's like, man. Do you think when he woke up in the morning, it was just like totally poofed out?
I don't know. Like, what did they do on their day off? Maybe they didn't have days off.
I don't know.
And then our sticker of the week is the Berlin Wall. Well, look at that, dude. That is of its time. There's a skull like ripping apart of the Berlin Wall off. It is Megadeth. You're right.
That looks freaking. That's super metal.
That's
the Megadeth metal. Skull stuff is so awesome.
Yeah. Brendo's sipping some syrup.
I got my scissor.
I'm telling you, that stuff is never gonna see a pancake.
Probably not.
As soon as I walk out tonight, that stuff is gone.
No, that's not good, right?
I don't know. It's pure
maple
syrup. Sure. Sugar.
So good. good, you guys.
It's so good.
I'm never gonna be able to have normal syrup.
From Cabot in Vermont, like right in central Vermont, kind of near the border of New Hampshire.
I have seen their cheese at that Aldi.
Yeah, there's some cheese.
I need to go get some of that good Aldi cheese because it's so expensive everywhere else.
It's so good there.
It's so cheap. You get stuff that's like $7-8 at like Staters or at Vaughn's for like $3.
And they have like such a cool variety.
Crazy variety, and it's always changing.
Oh, I love the cheeses.
Yeah. And the pickles.
Pickles
and cheese.
Pickles and cheese.
All right, here we go. We have 42 minutes, but we got to stop at like 30. We have 5 minutes left.
Okay.
Because we got to do Marmaduke.
And
we got to maybe talk a little bit about books and some TV.
Yeah.
Real quick. Last Man on Earth. Are you caught up?
Yes, we just watched it last night. Spoiler alerts just in case.
Man.
It's amazing.
Okay. I never get tired of seeing Todd popping and locking.
Oh my gosh.
And drunk,
and like angry
drunk Todd. Drunk Todd might be the greatest thing that's ever happened on the show. Like, dude. Drunk Todd is so amazing. That guy, I love that guy.
He's awesome.
He's so good. And
he
then
has
like
such a wide range of stuff.
Oh, Jasper is so great.
Oh.
I love that show so much.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen?
I don't know, because like now Jasper and Melissa
are buds. That satellite just smashed.
Yeah, what was that? And did it smash into something significant?
No, I don't think so.
I thought maybe that was like the store in Arizona or something, Tucson.
Well, we'll find out.
I don't know.
So what is that satellite also?
I don't know.
What does that mean? Are there any implications?
I don't know.
Also, like, is Kristen Wiig ever going to find them?
Yeah, because we know now that was her drone. Yeah. So what's that about?
It might take a while because she seems how she's like. We don't even know if she knows how to drive.
Right. Oh, and then where did Jasper? And then I didn't even think about this, but they brought it up this week that like he's so young, he doesn't remember before it happened. Which is crazy.
We're talking. It's been like at least 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, something maybe even.
And if he's like 8, or 7,
so he wouldn't even remember.
Yeah.
So he's just been on his own.
On his own.
What if his family?
How did he survive?
I don't know.
In that cabin with just like candy and stuff.
Yes. And Yoda costume.
I love he was in a Spider-Man costume. I love all those costumes.
Yeah. I think he had a Batman one at one point too. Like
he definitely had a Batman also.
He was at the picnic. I think he had Batman.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love the whole thing. Like,
name 20 picnics.
But then when he's like, all these toys and things are just here. And he just gets so mad about it. And like Tandy's just being so insane, and then the holiday thing was just so nuts.
And it was like Carol at her like most Carolish.
Just all this like Easter Bunny, Resurrection.
Oh, I love that show. Love
and then
it.
Gail is like, I'm the Easter Bunny. Pop.
Also, are you up to date on Bob's Burgers?
Yes,
dude.
I just watched a Laser episode with him and Gene
in the
doll restaurant.
Dude, that's American Girl doll.
Yeah.
We went to that.
Do they have a restaurant?
They have the restaurant.
Well, then they're obviously
it's like exactly from there, and the whole stuff. I had those conversations with her. Oh, these are like the retired ones.
The dinner dolls,
dude. That's all real. Like they're not even making any of that up.
Do they have the salon?
They have this. Okay, they had the salon. We watched the.
Like I love that she's working at the salon.
That was not exaggerated in the slightest. If anything, they didn't go crazy enough on that stuff.
And Tina's just freaked out the whole time.
I swear that is exactly what it's like.
And then I love like when they first go to the Laser and Gene just freaks out. And he's like, I guess I was 16 when I went to this, not 11.
I love the like guy that works concessions. Nice Tim and mean Tim, cool Tim.
Is Nick?
Oh, Nick. That's right.
And he's like, I actually just made up the other guys to mess with him. It's pretty funny.
It's great. It's great.
And the whole, because like, just no ins and outs at concerts is like the worst.
Yes,
we've had our experience with all those crazy rules.
That episode,
I've had to sneak back into shows.
Because why? What's the point?
Yeah. Poor Matthew of Botchamania ended up not being able to go back into like the midnight wrestling show, and they didn't even tell him no ins and outs until after he was out. And he's like, "Are you serious right now?" And he just walked out to go help his friend out to make sure his friend got his ride home.
That's it.
And he's Matthew of Botchamania.
No ins and outs is the worst rule.
He said he's not the kind of person to poll the like, do you know who I am? I'm like, if there ever was a time, I feel like that would have been it. Because everybody knows who Matthew Botchamania is. in the wrestling world.
In the wrestling world, I would definitely.
Botchamania is a very funny YouTube video series. Even if you're not into wrestling, you will probably find hours of entertainment. Just look up Botchamania on YouTube or Dailymotion, and it's basically a collection of like mess ups. They're called botches, but it's when they mess up or when funny things happen.
Okay.
And it's just a compilation set to video game music. It's amazing.
That's cool. And
there's hundreds of them. So if you want to fall down, because I'm telling you, even if you don't like wrestling, I can pretty much guarantee you'll be entertained by them. Like that's one of the things that got Veronica like super into wrestling.
Okay.
It's very, and again, it's all to video game music, and there's like, it's so funny. It's so funny. And now like, yeah, I can't, that's my explanation of Botchamania.
Right.
Here we go, baby.
All right, let's do it. Mark
Kalmbach from the past. In case you never listened before, Mark Kalmbach has been going through our archive of episodes since this is episode 325.
Yeah, there's a lot of archive to go through.
So Mark is doing that, and he's taking notes as he goes, and then he's sending them into us. And we've been reading them.
Copious.
And this one is very long because it's a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
So he's sending them in these giant chunks, and we're going to handle them in chunks. We're going to get to a certain point, and then we're going to have to stop.
Pick it
do
up
it next time.
Yes.
And probably the next time after that. And maybe the time after that. And probably the time after that.
But Mark, keep it up. We
Mark,
love it.
We love it. Keep
Awesome.
it going. You are a regular part of the show. All right. Disclaimer number 1. If I recall correctly, with my previous excuse of a letter, I assigned some of my meandering comments to the incorrect episodes. Well, we have no idea.
You could have told us anything. And we
I shall endeavor to do better this time for whatever that may or may not be worth.
Okay.
Well, good on you. Disclaimer number 2. As you two were enjoying your respective vacations, I nevertheless soldiered on with my intent to listen to all episodes of Radio BrendoMan. Oh my gosh. Or at least those featuring the duo of Brendan and Phil.
Which is the bulk of the series.
While doggedly recording bulk of the series, dude.
Bulk of the series.
While doggedly recording random notes, thus causing this growing selection of verbiage to become an offensively elongated letter. It may be wise, therefore, to conduct a private session with your restroom to take a leak, as it were, before attempting to read. Oh, like I said, we're going to do it in chunks.
We're chunking it up.
Disclaimer number 3. I was desirous and refraining from repeatedly writing things along the line of, in this episode, or you were talking about such and such, or at least keep it to a more agreeable minimum. Naturally, I failed utterly in this objective, as you soon shall see.
Okay.
And now, without further ado, I present to you my War and Peace length letter. In Google Docs, this is like 8 pages long.
Which is amazing.
Dear Brack's progenitors.
Yes. People who gave birth to it, basically.
Episode number 36. Talk of childhood television shows brought up the children's series Something Special. Talking about Today's Special?
Today's Special is the one
Something
that I'm
Special,
thinking of.
something else. I honestly, I don't remember.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Today's Special, I definitely know.
Yeah. But it could be Something Special. Oh, yeah. I think this is Today's Special. I think you're talking about Today's Special.
Okay, well.
Which I had entirely forgotten. I remember there being one episode that I loved. What I didn't tell you, I know. I think the female character was a shrunk. I think it's saying skunk.
No, it was like shrunk down.
Oh, the female character was shrunk.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I mean,
it could have
been.
There was a little mouse
special.
on Today's Special. There wasn't a shrunk character.
But maybe there was a girl,
special.
though. Maybe the girl got.
The girl was never shrunk. Well, maybe in that.
Maybe.
Maybe in that episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you're saying. There's
one
one episode
okay.
that happened. So
now
maybe,
I get it.
Yeah.
I definitely think he's talking about Today's Special.
Yeah, because I.
But
yeah.
And I watch the show every week, hoping to see a particular episode again. Oh, when she shrunk.
Yeah. So
I don't remember it enough to tell you if that's true or not.
I don't know.
I could see her shrinking and then going into that mouse's house.
Yeah,
remember?
out with the
and
mouse.
she had an elevator and she was rich.
Yeah.
Why was that mouse rich?
I don't know. And then you had like
of
the people were people, but some of the people were puppets.
The security guard was a puppet.
Yeah.
How do you have a puppet security guard?
I don't know. He didn't do a very good job.
Sam.
Yeah.
He was a puppet.
What was the mannequin guy's name?
I don't remember.
Oh. Such a weird show.
I remember getting in like fist fights with my brother because he did not like that show, and I'd be like, "It's time to put on Today's Special." And he would get so mad.
Why?
I don't know.
How would you not like that?
And also, he's like, "You're older than me. You shouldn't want to watch this kid's show," because he wanted to watch cartoons and stuff.
Yeah, but that goes hand in hand.
I must have driven him nuts because I wanted to watch Today's Special and Punky Brewster, and I'm pretty sure he hated that show too, especially after I traumatized him with that one episode.
Yeah.
I think after that he was probably out. And there's other scary Halloween episodes of Punky Brewster. There's one where a neighbor basically kidnaps her and she's like a witch.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude, there's some crazy stuff on that show.
I don't know. None can top the cave one.
No, absolutely not.
But
that's one of the most crazy, insane things in television, period.
Yeah.
And how I love, because I'll show you things and it totally doesn't hold that, because that totally holds up.
Dude,
It's like
I still like have
insane.
dreams about those faces coming out of the walls.
My favorite, because I'm like, you probably like, oh, whatever. This is the fact that it really did blow your freaking mind.
I don't understand how that was ever. And then like she fights a ghost.
Yeah, because how many times I've been like, oh, Phil, you got to see this is nuts. And you're like, okay, that was like that was truly completely insane. That delivered on all fronts.
Absolutely.
Oh, so great. All right. Well, this always is to occur often with the shows I consumed as a child. Yeah, because you'd be waiting to watch that episode because you didn't have. This is pre
our kids,
DVRs and Netflix and VHS. You're like, oh, I hope they show because okay, there was an episode of G.I. Joe that I think I only saw like once, but it was featured prominently in the credits where they go through the crazy maze and there's like giant cue balls and stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing that in the credits, be like, what the frick episode is that? And then I finally saw it, and then I never saw it again.
Yeah. There's no option to like seek it out.
Yeah.
I mean, you can look
or
at your
like
TV guide
when
and see.
I remember waiting to see the G.I. Joe the movie episodes again, and like that they only did that like twice.
Yeah.
Or like, just
now
like
you can watch them on repeat.
You can watch them as many times as you want. I remember having that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the idea of like seeing like you see like a brand new show, and the idea of seeing it again immediately, that's not even a thing.
Yeah. Or like catching like a part
it.
of a show and then like never knowing what happened at the beginning.
Oh man. There was almost always one especially good or curious episode story for which I'd loyally continue to watch the series, hoping to see that episode a second time, but found myself wasting countless half hours repeatedly rewatching other entries instead. Yeah. Absolutely.
Kids these days will never understand.
That was definitely me and The Simpsons trying to tape certain episodes while they were on. Because like when they were showing when it got syndicated and there were certain episodes, they'd be like, I need to see this. I want this episode on tape, and waiting for it to come around again because they kind of showed them in order, but there was like 5 or 6 seasons that once they syndicated, you have to wait. And like
that's why Matt Moss' like tape collection of Seinfeld back then
was
so
like
impressive.
A crazy, insane.
Nobody
thing.
had all of everything.
No,
of anything.
Because again, when you were taping, this is again you couldn't DVR stuff,
right?
So you had to just get lucky.
Yeah.
All right. The only Beverly Cleary books I remember reading from cover to cover was her Mouse and the Motorcycle trilogy.
Great books.
We definitely have to do those because they're awesome. I saw the stop motion and live adaptations in elementary school. Also great.
Yes.
There's also the Ramona series starring Sarah Polley.
No, but I've looked everywhere and I cannot find that.
I know. I remember watching it on the Disney Channel.
Yeah. And I remember watching it, but
I don't think it exists.
I've seen like a couple little clips on YouTube, but I can't. I mean, I've looked everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know if someone knows where to find that.
2nd grade, I think, and love them. I didn't see the adaptation of the 3rd until high school, but it was too late. It just wasn't the same as I might have seen it earlier. I haven't seen them in years, and I'm afraid they just wouldn't hold up. Well, the books probably hold up.
Yeah.
On a side note, I see she enjoyed her 101st birthday this year. Yes, she did. She's still going. Yeah. 101. I love those books. I want to read them again because the Ramona books 100% held up.
Yeah,
and the Henry Huggins, because Beverly Cleary's books, unlike some, are definitely timeless.
Yeah.
Also, Judy Blume.
Yeah,
who was heavily influenced by Beverly Cleary.
And even though some of them are definitely set in a period.
Yeah.
Much like the Anne of Green Gables ones, they're easily you can read them in modern reading.
Oh yeah,
easily.
We just read all of them. They're totally timeless. All right. A lot of childhood shows are dredged up and discussed throughout the podcast thus far. I love that he's definitely latched on to the recurring themes. Poop, soda, TV shows.
Yeah.
Here's one. Oh, it's a Nostalgia Detectives.
Oh.
Here's one for your Nostalgia Detective segment, if it's still alive in some capacity.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There was a series of videos I watched in 1st and 2nd grade, each involving a woman narrating a fairy tale. The Bremerton Musicians, for example, which I might add was a favorite of mine, while a man drew chalk drawings on large sheets of paper in order to illustrate the events of the story.
Oh, I totally recognize this.
Man, is this like a PBS thing?
It must be because like as soon as I heard the chalk drawing thing.
Was this on around the same time as that space guy? Remember that space guy that drew like planets and astronauts and stuff? And he wore like a spacesuit. It was kind of like a space version of Bob Ross.
Oh, I don't know about that.
He taught like art classes, but it was all futuristic space stuff.
That's cool.
It was like Space Bob Ross.
Okay, it's not.
I gotta look that up.
That's a different thing, though.
I'm just saying I could see where this might have been airing around that same time because it sounds similar.
Picture pages.
Picture pages. That's Nickelodeon.
Yeah. But I definitely remember this. Okay.
We got to dig up on it. And I don't think you'd be interested in us typing things and looking at things.
No,
so
we'll
that's an assignment.
But yes.
The Nostalgia Detectives are definitely on the case.
We're on the case. And I know it. Like, I know I watched this.
I remember really enjoying the series, especially watching the artist craft his drawings. I got to look up that space one because that one was really cool too. Because he was like a spaceman. He dressed up like a spaceman, and then he like would draw like planets and stuff. And I remember having my sketchbook and like following along because it wasn't just like Bob Ross where he's just doing these crazy paintings.
And then all of a sudden there's like a forest.
This was like here I'm drawing actual drawings, and here's how you draw. And I remember drawing like space age buildings. I was obsessed with that for a minute. Again, I have no idea if this would hold up today, and frankly, I have no idea how exactly to find out, as I have no recollection of what the series was called. Think you can help me out with this one? Well, absolutely. Let me tell you, you know what does hold up? Because it's on Netflix and I watch it all the time. Bob freaking Ross.
It's a great like background.
Dude, ASMR type stuff because his voice. I've gotten really into this ASMR thing because I didn't even know what it was. And like it's that tingling that you get. They actually quantified it. And like, because when like certain things like things that trigger it are nostalgia type things or just like certain audible sounds, like when you're listening to those recordings, like when like for instance that thing with like the lions where I'm freaking out, that's also the Mr. Lincoln, but that feeling you get, that like tingling, it's called the ASMR response. And Bob Ross is like a big one. And my joke was like listening to, and I get it a lot from wrestling, like I'm not even joking. and it's like and I remember I joked around because like they did a best entrance themes of the Purple Sub podcast, and I jokingly but also true, I'm like just researched ASMR for some reason. I forgot even why. And now that I know what it is, I totally got an ASMR response from the Dusty Rhodes theme when they played it on the Purple Stuff podcast. You hear that American dream, and I'm just like, and that's so nostalgia can trigger it. And for me, I don't know, watching wrestling, period, I get those, and like they feel nice. But Bob Ross, 100%, and it holds up. And it's crazy watching him paint.
It's still amazing because he'll be doing these things, and you're like, "What is he?" And then all of a sudden,
and it's not like he cuts either. Like it's just like you watch him do it. Yeah. It's insane, and also just it's so I don't know. I love Bob Ross.
Yesterday I was wearing my Bob Ross.
What is that shirt?
This is Mike Knott.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
His drawings are.
It's two angels kissing.
Yeah.
Blowing horns. Sorry.
Okay.
Those are horns there. Here you go. Yeah.
I was looking. I thought that was like somebody's legs or something.
Well, yeah, it kind of looks like that. But I got this at the concert that Janelle took me to.
Nice. All right. Phil asked rhetorically if there was ever a good Superman video game. Oh, we already talked about this a little bit.
Yeah.
I have no idea if it holds up at all, but I remember playing a Sega Superman arcade game at the Starcade at Disneyland.
Yeah, who?
He did. So we talked about this. We've talked about this multiple times.
Okay.
What the heck happened in that place? Okay, so we already did this one.
Yeah,
I think we kind of this is a little bit of a retread.
So we talked
about the Sega.
Starcade.
All right, complaints are made of the cost and the need to purchase college university textbooks.
Yeah, that sounds
I just talked about this with Crozier because he was part of that ring where they would all pitch in and buy the book and then just share it around with everybody. And you were probably part of that group too.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was in the same, but I figured
that was definitely a thing.
Yeah, whoever was in that class, I
Bubs,
would go
dude.
around. Yeah.
Well, then there was the art majors that would be sneakily just straight up copying books.
Oh, and then the copy center there. Yeah.
And then there was the ultimate move, which borrowing a book from the library, and then when they tell you it's overdue, you kind of sneak it back into the library. Like, what are you talking about? And then it's back on the shelf.
I remember Matt made quite a few copies there in the library.
Oh, dude. I remember seeing Matt and all the art majors just like going to town on that thing when nobody was looking.
Yep.
Like you make sure the coast is clear, and then you just. All right. I have an aunt who has co-written 2 such tomes. She claims the only money she has seen from their sales has been coffee money. I'm telling you, it goes to the
it's the publishers. I'm sure there's plenty
and the
of
schools.
innocence.
You know what kind of markup the bookstore is probably putting on there?
Whoever it is, I'm sure there are people with good intentions behind it, and there's people with bad intentions, and that's the problem.
College textbooks are just the worst. And then they just change them arbitrarily just because the page numbers. Topic, episode number 41. Topic, shows that were canceled too soon.
The series
that I really enjoyed that was canceled far too soon. Committed.
Is that the one that was Heather Graham?
I don't think so. That was like a one.
That was a different one.
That was like way.
All right.
That was like that Sex and the City ripoff that got canceled after the first episode.
She was in a movie called that, though.
Okay.
She was in a movie called Committed. That's what I'm thinking.
It was a fun. I'm gonna have to look this up. It was a fun half-hour sitcom. I don't think I knew any of the main actors from anything else. I think it may have only lasted 6 to 8 episodes. The weirdest feature of the show was that one of the female characters lived in an apartment in which there was a closet, and within that closet lived a dying clown performed by the man who played Bob Newhart's handyman on Newhart, which meant that Newhart had a cameo one episode, of course, which did not disappoint. So does this take place inside that whole huge Newhart universe?
No, maybe it does.
Well, if Newhart is on it, then I think it does.
That's like the best description of a TV show.
Now I really have to watch this show.
In a closet that had a dying clown in it?
What?
I was just picturing like a Friends knockoff at first until we got to that.
Now I'm in.
Yeah.
Committed.
I'm committed to seeing that.
I think it was in this episode, Phil details his plan to purchase back issues of Nintendo Power on eBay in order to complete his collection, which I think you ended up doing. He notes that certain issues sell for a respectable price. About 2 years ago, I purchased a stack of them, 40-some issues at a college book fair, and sold a lot for something around $75. Oh, because Mark is a big eBay guy. I don't know if you're friends with him on Facebook, but he's frequently posting eBay auctions, and he's buying and selling books.
All right.
But as he said last week, the eBay stuff is not, like, eBay is slowly becoming, it's drying up.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot
between all their different...
Well, but Amazon, though, has also, like, really been, that's tough to sell on there now, so... I've had to go more towards eBay in spite of the other things.
All right, so Mark says I had seen lots. Some sell for more, but that's all I could get for them. But a decent enough profit is I paid perhaps only $7 to $8 for them.
Nice.
It was one of those sales where one pays for the books by the inch.
Well, I've never done an inch. I've done like boxes.
I've done boxes or bags, never inch. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
They were having a library sale up in Paso Robles, and I almost told John we should go.
Sorry, I just read ahead the next thing that you wrote.
A genuine Phil nugget from this episode. You can't just take a dump on your orange tree. Oh, I think we were talking about human like fertilizer.
Yeah.
If you want this on a T-shirt, let me know. I think we need that shirt.
That's pretty great.
You can't just take a dump on your orange tree. Phil Vecchio.
Oh, that's pretty great. I don't remember. I mean, I remember talking about that for a while. People debating over whether you could use human waste.
Yeah. Well, Brian insists that you can.
Yeah.
Well, they have their composting toilet.
Yeah,
but you have to like
process it properly.
Yeah. Episode number 42. Yes, Phil, Fletch Lives is indeed superior to the original film. Fletch. If Brendan has still failed, he has yet to see it, which I have. I remember talking about this.
Yeah.
Because I remember, I think we watched Fletch. I don't know.
Yeah, just because you've seen Fletch Lives.
No.
Whoa, you still haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I just said. I just said that. Are you not even paying attention?
Well, I thought you meant like you don't see it, that it's better.
No.
But you mean you haven't seen it still? Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I just wasn't into it, and I just thought that Gone with the Wind cover was just. I hate Gone with the Wind.
Oh, dude.
And for some reason, because of that, I just associated
just like a tiny little
I know.
Piece of it. Just one little like.
I know.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
I don't know, man.
Peter Lemoncello.
That this situation has been or will be rectified soon. If you have seen it, Brendan, what did you think? Which Fletch film do you prefer over the other?
Well, now I have them both on DVD, so we need to make this happen.
A film recommendation, though I presume Phil has seen it already, if not Brendan, Brain Donors.
Yeah, wasn't that it is, and I think
I think I've seen it, but I do not remember
Turturro in it, maybe.
I don't know. It was directed by the Zucker brothers.
I've seen it though,
and is an underrated gem. I saw it first in the mid-90s and several times since. It took a long time to find its way to DVD. I assume one reason critics hated it is that it is a reimagination of the Marx Brothers' A Night at the Opera. But I think both films are sufficiently different that both can be enjoyed. I love it.
I have seen it.
Brain donors.
It is good, and I just want to look and see.
All right.
While you're reading
this episode, Brendan describes the first room in Knott's Berry Farm's trapped experience. Oh yeah. As smelling strongly of poo, which it did because it was a bathroom. It was the one where he had to reach in the toilet. To get the key. Since this attraction was apparently an intensely frightening attraction for the Halloween theme park guests, and was indeed quite scary for some, if your descriptions were accurate. Yes, it was. Then how do you know that someone or a number of someone's hadn't actually pooed in the room?
That's a good point.
This might explain the extreme and unpleasant odor described, which allegedly followed your group out of the attraction, which might imply that one of those in your party was the guilty pooer. It's true, but I also know for a fact, as your brother can attest, that poo smell is definitely a thing.
It is.
Because your brother went to a convention or something, where they had it available,
Yeah.
and it really does. And it's not just because there's distinct this is dog poo. It's a distinct human poo smell.
Well, and as we know from Matthew doing his thing, those things we're watching on video. No one's pooping without someone knowing it. Like you were.
What if they pooed their pants?
Well,
and they didn't know.
Maybe, but not in the toilet though. Like if someone was to sit down on the toilet, you would know.
But it was the smell, man. It was just very strong.
Real quick, I have to say it is John Turturro and Mel Smith, who is the albino from Princess Bride.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't even think of trying to spit. Not to spray that guy. All right.
Chuck E. Cheese was practically like Disneyland to me and my brother and sister before I knew Disneyland existed or what it was. We loved it. Growing up in a small town, it was virtually a mind-blowing experience. Nearly if I could see that if you didn't know about Disneyland, Chuck E. Cheese would be pretty much
was still pretty high.
Oh yeah, it's still very high up there, especially because at least for me it was like a very special occasion.
Yeah,
birthday parties only.
Well, for me, it was always with my grandparents. So that's, that made it extra special.
It was virtually a mind-blowing experience, and every time we entered through its doors, mainly due to being a kid. I'm sure my parents are relatively bored.
As a parent now, yes,
adult. Also, that pizza is horrible.
I want to believe that when I was a kid, it had to have been better.
I don't
think my grandparents took us there all the time.
I know. No, I asked my mom. She said, yeah, it's the worst.
Yeah, that's why John's Incredible Pizza is so amazing, because it's actually
all the food is amazing.
And how did they not figure that out at Chuck E. Cheese?
Because it's probably they don't want to spend that kind of money.
It's cardboard.
It's the worst pizza.
It really is, and it's hard to mess up pizza. I'll eat cafeteria pizza.
Yeah. Oh, cafeteria pizza is so gross.
I don't know. Sometimes I still kind of dream of that old cafeteria pizza.
That freaking flat.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I know it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Or when they do French bread pizza day.
Oh, dude. Well, that French bread pizza is the best.
Yeah. See? It's hard to mess up pizza.
When we visited an aunt and uncle, my parents would go off to have dinner by themselves, leaving our aunt and uncle to take us to a Chuck E. Cheese.
Smart.
Great.
Smart of your
anecdote.
parents.
There's a lousy Chuck E. Cheese in the town. Man, you got a lousy Chuck E. Cheese and a lousy Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Roughly 120 miles away. Many people visit this town to do some shopping. You have to drive 120 miles to do some shopping?
Wow.
In 2003, I visited this city with a friend of mine. We had planned to visit the water slide park there. As it turned out, when we arrived, we discovered it to be out of business and replaced with a car lot, which, needless to say, was quite the bummer.
Seriously.
I told him I'd buy him lunch at Tony Roma's. He'd never eaten there before, but I knew he loved ribs, and I told him he loved the place. As we're on our way to the restaurant, he spied the Chuck E. Cheese and insisted we eat lunch there instead. Oh, that's a bad idea.
Go there and play video games, maybe.
As he had loved the place when he'd been a kid and wanted that experience again just one more time. I warned him it would destroy his childhood memories, as this was not a good Chuck E. Cheese. But he persisted. I finally relented. I think we may have remained inside for all of 2 minutes before he was entirely broken, and he left utterly crestfallen, filled with disappointment and bemoaning the sad state of the establishment. The happy ending, though, is that he fell in love with Tony Roma's.
Ribs.
Now I'm thinking about
ribs. I want ribs. Oh, drink your syrup and get some ribs.
Episode number 44. Fake Nintendo Power Letter about 3-year-old grandson is epic. That's one where she's like a video game genius.
Yeah.
It's like 3.
Yeah.
Like, no. And also it was like crazy impossible things.
Yeah, it was something like he beat Zelda on the first day he had it or something. Some crazy nonsense like that.
I must agree with Phil. Real value Walmart brand toilet paper is indeed the best paper I have ever used. I know this is your thing.
I also like the Costco.
Yeah.
Sam's Club, any like those bulk ones.
Yeah.
This fluffy stuff is too much.
In fact, I rarely use Kleenex anymore for my nose if I have a cold or flu, as my nose has in the past always become sore from wiping with Kleenex, but not so with Real Value toilet paper. It's frankly amazing.
Yeah, you'd think like the extra soft would make it better, but it's worse somehow. Maybe because you have to rub harder or something. I don't know.
The longest poop talk in the history of the series thus far, I think. Lots of talk about the best poop of the day, etc. Makes one wonder if Phil still removes his shirt to poop now the kids are older.
Outer shirt only. I always have a t-shirt on still. But any like outer layer, sweatshirt or overshirt or anything, that's always off.
A lot of shower talk on shower procedure and order of cleaning. For myself, chest first, face last.
The funny thing is that we still have these conversations like on a regular basis.
Constantly. Yeah. What if like in like 20 more episodes, Mark realizes they just keep talking about the same stuff over and over and over
to
again.
20 episodes.
And then he's done, and then we never hear from him again.
No, keep it up. I love it.
All right, episode number 45.
Because we just had poop talk on the last episode.
In comparison to a pair of cosmopolitans such as
you Kaipo cosmopolitan,
I am quite the unsophisticated hick. Thus, when attending the only comic convention I have ever possessed sufficient good fortune to experience, Emerald City Convention 2014, I asked permission of literally dozens of fellow attendees for permission to take pictures of them in their, for the most part, homemade costumes, which to my own amusement I later discovered embarrassed my older brother to no end. Hey, that's pretty normal.
Yeah, that's pretty standard.
I wasn't shy about it at all, but on the flip side, when talking with comic creators, I was the one who proved shy. It sounds pretty normal to me.
I will say this, that it seems to be generally accepted that if you're wearing a costume, it's all right. It's polite to ask.
Definitely ask.
But it's totally accepted that you're going to want to take pictures. I mean, I think that's pretty standard.
Roller derby, of all things, is brought up this episode. I think because, like, I have a couple different friends that do roller derby.
And Lee.
Jasmine, my friend Emily. Our friend Nick used to do roller derby in a guys' league.
Why did we bring it up back then? I don't know.
Maybe Jasmine.
Maybe.
Also, maybe I watched that Drew Barrymore, that roller derby movie.
Maybe that was
Roller Games. Rock, and roller games. That was from the early 90s.
Yeah.
And that was also fake. Roller derby's real.
Roller derby is real.
Brendan stated that roller derby can be found everywhere now, which is true. Oh, I know why. Remember they had roller. We were probably talking about conventions, and they had those roller derby at the Long Beach Comic Con, and it replaced the wrestling. And I was probably mad.
Yeah, that's true. Although it's a cool thing.
I miss the wrestling in Long Beach Comic Con. A few years ago, my uncle retired, became bored as my aunt continued to work and needed something with which to fill some of his surplus time. So he became a roller derby referee for about 2 years.
That's awesome.
This is in Salem, Oregon, and I remember him showing me a locally published comic book featuring women from some of the local teams. Well, that's pretty awesome. You two bring up Alex Winter a handful of times, friend of the show, as well as in other episodes, which made me think to ask what you thought of his film Freaked. I love Freaked.
It's very weird.
It's super weird.
Not for all audiences.
But I love it.
That had Mr. T in it, if I remember correctly.
It's pretty nuts.
A lot of other weird
stuff.
It's
insane.
It is very weird.
It's really funny.
I would rather he make...
he intends to make a sequel.
Yeah, but I'd rather see Bill and Ted 3 before that.
I don't think that's up to him, though.
I know. I'm just telling you. That's
Freaked is
my
like
favorite.
His
But it's definitely like one of those weird, like, kind of cult...
Yeah.
Definitely... You have to be in the right mood for it.
Yeah. It's also very much like an ode to the actual movie Freaks.
Yeah. Which is also you have to be in the right mood for. Yeah.
Ideas for a Who Framed Roger Rabbit sequel are discussed. Have either of you read the novel on which the film was based? It's on my to-read list.
I actually have a copy of it.
I know you have it.
When I was a kid,
and isn't there a sequel book?
There may be.
Maybe there was going to be, and it's never been released.
I can't remember.
I don't know.
I have a book of it. I've read like half of it, and I never finished it.
Was it not good?
It was just when I read it, I got it because I'm like, I love Roger Rabbit, and then I got the book at a used bookstore, and it's definitely more adult in nature, and I was like, oh, this isn't Roger Rabbit. I need to revisit it because I still have it. But I just, as a kid, I'm like, Roger Rabbit, yay.
It says, if not, check it out for a potential discussion on the show. Despite one potentially fatal flaw, which I will not mention here as it's a sizable spoiler, it It's a surprisingly good read. I know there's something very different about Roger's character in the book.
Well, all I know is I need to read it as an adult now. Because, you know, as a kid, you have like certain expectations, and then you go to it and you're like, oh, well,
that's like, oh, here we go. Mark says, read it. It's a good read. Okay. Oh, Mark's here listening to us talk about him.
Oh, this is good.
The writings of Tolkien are discussed here. I find a lot of people complain about his writing style, claiming it is too dry. Well, we were just that Goldberg's definitely.
Yeah, which I mean, I guess I was aware it was out there, but I'm just surprised.
God, I love such a, and those are like some of my favorite. I read that book like once every couple years. I've read the You're talking to a dude that's read the Silmarillion, and I've even read beyond. I've read some of the other ones, like the history ones. Like I got in real deep.
To me, that stuff is just, it's amazing, and I don't know. Too much description seems kind of crazy to me.
That's what I want, especially in that kind of book. Claiming it's too dry, or that there are too many names and too much description. I find his writing, Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, to actually, especially The Hobbit.
I mean, to me, that's a kid's book.
You can breeze through that.
Yeah, I can't count how many times I've read
fairly breezy and often simple. On the other hand, the Silmarillion can be a chore to read. Oh yeah, the Silmarillion's like reading the Bible. Like it's pretty nuts.
To be fair, I've read bits and I've not read all the way through.
But then I guess it was not only composed in a different style, it wasn't even finished and polished in novel form, which it being edited from Tolkien's profuse collection of notes by his son Christopher. Yes.
It's still very cool.
It's awesome. The stories are great. The characters are great. But yeah, it's definitely like intense and like kind of Smallville, I think he's talking about the show.
Yeah.
And the comic, should rather have been named something along the lines of Magic Boy and His Friends, or even Magic Boy and the Wonder Teens, which I think may have been more appropriate. As I grow older, I find that I grow weary of reimaginations of existing properties. I have no real problem of refreshing something, but all too often the new writers simply conjure up some unrelated story and then slap a no name onto it. This has been Get Off My Lawn Talk with Mark.
We do plenty of that.
All right, we got a little bit longer.
Let's get to the end of the episode.
Let's finish this one.
Yeah.
Phil talks about relatives showing off their fancy vacations on Facebook. I can relate.
I'm definitely
pot, kettle.
I don't know. I don't remember the conversation, but
I have
definitely
cousins
a part of that.
Who enjoy 3 to 5 vacations a year. Oh, that's funny. I have friends that enjoy 3 to 5 vacations a year, but then think they are just scraping by. Please. Were you really doing this? Because this
I don't know. I don't remember what I said.
It's the same with many of my Facebook friends. I haven't had a real vacation in 10 years. Well, don't go on Phil's Facebook. The longest in that time period being 3 days, which included 2 days of travel time. End of rant.
I don't know. I'm not sure what my exact complaint was.
Which I find very amusing.
Yeah,
if you were
I
complaining,
definitely go on a lot.
Because it's probably because I don't know if you had gone back then. I don't even know if you were still like in 2011, 2012, like 2012 probably when this was. No, if it's at 40, if it's this far in, it probably was 2013. But you still weren't super Facebook man.
That's true. That's true.
You've gone way more into Facebook in the last.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I probably complained just about people posting everything on Facebook at the time.
You probably didn't quite grasp.
Yeah. I don't know.
Now you're the one posting like 8 million.
To be fair, Janelle posts most of them. Yeah, and then I like them and I'm tagged in them. I'll post like 1 or 2. By the way, we never discussed this, but did you like how I updated my profile picture? I really enjoyed
your profile picture series that now it's changed back. I love that your profile was that because of my comment that you have never changed your profile picture.
Well, it got me thinking about it, and then I was seeing all these pigeons, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!"
Your profile picture has only been a pigeon ever.
Yeah,
it's pretty great. I thought it was hilarious.
Well, the funny part is I didn't call attention to it, but I knew you would get it.
The only people I seen that really caught on to are me and Derek.
Yeah, because I knew most people would be like, "Oh, there's a pigeon," but I
know
because you've commented.
But I saw immediately. I think Derek liked it even before I did.
Yeah. I was pretty proud of that.
I thought it was genius.
And I just set them because you can set them for like a temporary. So like each day I would set it for like a day and then I put a new one up.
That's what it does. I never even tried that. Yeah. So it automatically
reverts to your main one. So I just set several temporary ones.
I just started doing that with goofy stuff. I was probably in a poor mood when I took notes for episode number 45.
No, it's just funny because
I just think it's funny because whatever Phil said is probably very hypocritical.
It probably is.
Because now that's all Phil does.
That's not all I do.
It's quite a bit.
That's a lot of what we do. But see, we were taking lots of vacations, and I think you're right. It's just that I didn't post stuff online very much.
I don't know.
We've always taken a lot of vacations.
So I don't understand that. I want to know the specifics. I think I need to go back and
I'm curious.
You guys complain about USPS and UPS closing early on Saturdays. They aren't open at all on weekends where I live. Wow, not even USPS?
Man.
Because they're delivering on Sunday sometimes now.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on pharmacists. Oh, that was back when I was having a lot of pharmacy insanity.
Oh, yeah.
That was when I was having to go to multiple pharmacies to get certain drugs because one of them was a stage 1 narcotic.
Yeah.
And trying to get that was a giant, giant pain, which is one of the reasons why I don't take it anymore. Also, it gave me high blood pressure.
Well, that's also bad.
Which may have caused my eye to flip out.
So, man, full circle.
I hope my eye's okay.
I do too.
I hope I don't stroke out at work.
Go to the doctor if anything happens.
If I stroke out in front of
anything happens, you just gotta go to the doctor.
I know, they told me. They did.
Don't. You know, it's a lot of money, but don't.
Gosh.
Don't take it not seriously.
I'm definitely not going to not take it seriously.
All right.
We're talking about my vision and my brain.
Yes, take your brain seriously.
Those are my 2 most valuable things. 2 of
them.
Definitely.
What about
if I didn't have my brain or my vision?
If you didn't have your brain, like
well, if I didn't have my vision, like I wouldn't be able to work.
Yeah. What would this is like the classic. We don't have time to do this.
We don't.
Okay, we'll move along.
I would definitely probably do a lot of things before I took my vision away.
Well, I was just going to say if you had to lose 1 sense.
But not hearing.
Yeah, because in music.
And then it wouldn't be seeing would be kind of worthless.
If you could pick any, I'd easily pick smell because I can barely smell as it is.
That's true. And then you could just eat. But then you wouldn't be able to taste food.
Yeah, but I can barely taste. That's why I've decided that's why I like food so spicy and so strong. Yeah. Because I can barely taste it because my nose I can't smell.
What's wrong with your nose?
I don't know. My dad's the same way.
Do you need like a sinus thing?
Probably. My dad had a sinus surgery.
Well, you probably need that surgery that Will Wheaton had too.
Yeah, it's whatever.
He said it was like life-changing.
Probably would be, but then maybe I'd eat more.
But then you might not. What if you did it and then you couldn't eat spicy food anymore?
Yeah, that'd be horrible.
You didn't have that tolerance.
Dude, we have to go to this Mexican restaurant, by the way, in Redlands. Have you been to Mr. Taco?
Did it live up to what your friend said? Did it out-spicy you?
No, but it's in the top 3 most spicy restaurants I've ever been to.
Is it with King Taco?
King Taco. Then there's one in Olvera Street in LA, and this one.
Of course,
I think this one is probably 3rd place.
What are we talking about here? Tacos?
Oh, and they got everything, dude. I got the Diablo shrimp tacos.
Ooh, shrimp Diablo. That's some spicy stuff.
Plus, they had like.
Have you ever had just like shrimp Diablo plate somewhere?
Yeah,
that stuff. You don't mess around with that stuff.
Well, I mess around.
Well, I mess around with it too, but like, holy crap! Check out the Night Gallery pilot movie for an interesting story about eyes. Ooh, that sounds spooky.
I like Night
Gallery. Night Gallery is great. Have you watched any more of that?
I mean, I've watched some of it, but I haven't watched it in a long while.
Have you seen the painting one?
I think
that's the scariest one.
I remember.
It's like the painting that like shows like the things coming closer and closer, and then
see, I can't remember if I saw it or if you just have described it so vividly. I don't know if I've actually seen that one.
There's also an H.P. Lovecraft Night Gallery.
Well, also, I've seen so many like anthology mystery and science fiction things. That I've seen some painting things because there's a Ray Bradbury one that's kind of similar.
Mark just caught me drinking syrup.
I'm telling you, that bottle will not make it to a pancake. All right. Well, so we're gonna take a break on Mark's letter. We'll have to pick it up next time.
All right. I'm gonna put
like a little bullet
I'm just
there.
Gonna delete.
Perfect. We'll just save that for the next time because we have to go through it in detail, and we don't have time to do it now.
Definitely don't have time because we don't have time for much.
Well, while you're doing that, I think it's time.
It's definitely time for Marmaduke.
It's Marmaduke time. So I'm going to get this out here. And let's see. So the last one, the last one is super weird.
The last one was nuts.
Yeah.
We determined that Marmaduke has full control over Phil. Because for a minute, I thought maybe that was a reference to like a song. Like, so when I call you,
what will you do?
And I looked it up and
not a song.
No.
But also, like, some of Phil's drawings in this one, like, his face is all weird.
His face is like he took Smilex gas.
Oh, dude, this confirms it right now. Get ready for this. First line. Phil's sitting in this chair and he's reading a newspaper. I'm the master, he's the dog, and I'm in control.
What?
And then he says, Marmaduke, come here. And Marmaduke runs in. Sit. Lie down. Marmaduke sits. Marmaduke lies down. Marmaduke's all happy. Phil's all happy. Stay, says Phil, and Marmaduke stays. I can't believe this, he says. He obeyed my every command. I must be dreaming, which means clearly this is not right. Something is weird. And then, Phil, wake up. Dot's yelling at him. Sure enough, Phil is asleep, and Marmaduke's like standing on top of him, and Phil's like all messed up, and he says, I knew it.
He's like mind controlling Phil.
But he's in his dream, he actually has control over the dog. Because in real life, it's like the cornfields. Like he can't.
It's like in Dream. Have you seen the movie Dreamcatcher where he's like inside his brain? It's exactly because he's actually trapped by a demon host, and that's how he escapes into his own brain. Because he's just controlled.
That's what it is.
Marmaduke has full control over Phil.
This completely confirms it.
This is completely confirmed. We need both of these. These are one and the same.
Because this was our theory, and this shows that we were completely right. Also, the book he's reading is Train Your Dog. But like, look at the look that Marmaduke's
as big as
he's
Phil.
Staring him down like this is him exerting his full control over him.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I am in control of you.
Man.
That's like
this is not even like this is 100% real.
Yeah. I must be dreaming. That's his dream. His dream is to be in control of his own body and to have like a dog that listens to him. Crazy. That's Marmaduke.
Oh wow. I'm already looking at the next one.
Oh my gosh.
Real goofy.
Oh, okay.
This has been a real good string of Marmaduke.
This is good. This is really good.
We had some really dumb
Marmaduke's
ones.
is puppet master, basically.
We have so here's what I think happens is Brad Anderson like lulls him to sleep with some of this goofy one, like it's just dumb. Yeah. And then he's like, all right, time to really get it going.
Marmaduke's in control now.
Yeah. I've had a couple people post the really funny Rick and Morty clip. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah.
Like, I'm Brad Anderson, creator of Marmaduke.
Yes.
I wish I lived in the universe. I forgot. I don't know the punchline anymore, but it has something to do with Marmaduke.
Yeah,
it's really funny.
It's in our group. If people want to join the Radio BrendoMan group.
Now I want to talk to Dan Harmon about Marmaduke because that was obviously like Harmon's thoughts on it.
That would be pretty cool.
If we had Dan Harmon on the show and all we talked about was Marmaduke.
Dude, that's what I would want to talk to him about. I know you've talked about all these other things.
You were on Shut Up Leonard talking about Community. You don't need us to do that.
Yeah. Let's talk Marmaduke, man.
Let's talk Marmaduke.
Let's do it. Let's get in touch with them and say we need to talk Marmaduke.
Definitely.
All right.
Well, when I go to Lucha Vavoom, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to because now there's half price tickets on what's the one? Groupon.
Oh, okay.
And it's on May 6th, which is a Saturday. So I think I'm going to go. And Jeff Davis, who is the comptroller on Harmontown.
Oh.
Which you've seen him. He's in the Harmontown.
Yeah.
He's the commentator and host of
maybe you can talk to him and say,
hey,
I need to talk with
Dan about Marmaduke.
You know, that's the kind of like weird off the wall thing that might just get through to him. I'm telling you.
That'd be awesome.
Because who else is saying that?
And I'm sure Jeff gets a lot weirder requests. Yeah. Hey, I want to talk to Dan about Marmaduke.
Dude.
What if they let us come on Harmontown
just to do our Marmaduke
talk
theory?
About Marmaduke.
Tell them we have a theory.
They let some real wackos on Harmontown. Yeah. If we got to go to Harmontown and talk about Marmaduke,
that would be pretty great. And it's man, we'll have to like pick out our best examples of what
you're gonna have to help me work on this proposal.
Okay.
Because I think this is a good plan.
Dude, I'm serious.
I think this is a very solid plan.
We need to. That would be amazing. When is that?
I told you, May 6th.
May 6th, okay.
You should come.
What day of the week is that?
It's a Saturday.
May 6th.
Lucha Vavoom.
I'll have to look and see.
Because then you could be there and you could...
But man...
so I won't chicken out.
Oh, you can't. This is amazing.
I know.
All right. Well, that's Marmaduke. Also, make sure...
So when I go up to Jeff, the first thing I want to talk to him about... I have an intro that'll kind of...
Okay.
So Morrissey went to one of the... freaking Lucha Vavooms, so I could just be like, "What was that like with Morrissey?" Oh, by the way, I want to
talk to Dan Harmon about Marmaduke.
Marmaduke we should just ask on Harmontown,
or you come on our show. Either way,
but I think it'd be more likely that we would get to
Harmontown.
I'm down because they get wacky people up there all the time.
Yeah,
And we'd at least be funny.
We'll bring our.
We got our whole evidence. What if we had like poster boards with like the strips up and like little like pieces of yarn?
Here's where Marmaduke murders people. We could just have like a whole collection of all the people he's murdered. Tell him our theory about the bone in the backyard.
This needs to happen.
Plus, he's got his TARDIS house.
All right, this needs to happen. Now that the more I'm thinking about it,
I want to go. I want to go on the show and I want to talk about it.
We could have him on our show, but I feel like we could. Plus, going on Harmontown, we would have the maximum audience.
That's true.
What if this is what gets us to the Anderson?
I think Marmaduke is. Oh yeah.
Paul Anderson. What if because like he'd be much more likely to listen to Harmontown.
True.
Paul Anderson, wherever you are, we're still looking.
We want to know.
Also, you need to get in touch with the Marmaduke Brick people.
That's on.
And also ask them if they know Paul Anderson.
Can you hook this up? Can we interview him?
Yeah.
All right. It's happening, people. Also, briefly,
I hope somebody didn't steal our Marmaduke brick.
I don't think they would have.
It went to your house, right?
Yeah.
Your mail doesn't get stolen.
Only once.
What if it did?
I doubt it.
If
they did, they'd be real ticked because then they would have a brick that says.
I'd be real ticked.
I'll talk to him. But real quick, we didn't really get a chance.
What if there is?
It can't be. It's a town. I'm gonna write to him again.
It's a town. It can't
Towns
be.
can't scam.
It's a town. Yeah, ask Beaumont if towns. Banning.
Yeah.
Towns can't scam.
Okay, we didn't get to cover it much, but if you want to follow along with our book club, we're reading Anne of Avonlea now. Wrapping that up. Did you finish it?
Oh, dude, it's so good.
Are you done with Avonlea? Are you on to the third one?
No, I'm not done.
I'm in the middle of the second one still.
I'm in the middle-ish.
So follow along, radiobrendo.com, click the book club link, and you can go to our Goodreads page.
There's a lot of crazy stuff. Not crazy, but just a lot of controversial comments. Not controversial, just I don't know how to describe these.
Good stuff. Well, we'll hit more of Mark's letter next time.
I think he's already talked about how he thought Skyfall sucked, but that comes back.
All right. We'll have to address that again because that's crazy.
All right. Well, also, I just want to thank everybody who's using the Amazon links and all the other links. Save money on DreamHost. Go to radiobrendo.com for all that stuff. We still need to. Ranchathon was this week. It was awesome.
I'll have to hear about that.
You talk about that. I already talked about my eye thing. I read a bunch of books, which I'll talk about. Geez, man. Don't forget our Spotify playlist. I listen to it all the time while I'm playing Diablo 3 because that's one of the video games I'm playing. bit.ly/RadioBrendoMan is the link to our Spotify playlist, which I'm updating whenever we mention new things. And speaking of new things, I want to mention, crap, it was right here and you freaking moved it all around. Here it is. Night Spirit. The album is called Eclipse. If you go to thenightspirit.net, that's my new friend Joe. His band, he does the lead vocals. They just I put the music video on my Facebook page. It's freaking awesome.
I
met him at the WWE thing.
Nice.
And he's really cool. But his guitarist is the guitarist from Blue Oyster Cult. He freaking shreds.
Right.
If you're into metal, dude, you definitely got to check these guys out. The video's on YouTube. If their EP has just been released, and you can get it at thenightspirit.net.
Sweet.
Definitely want to recommend that. Also, be sure to go to radiobrendo.com, go to benviewnetwork.com, myvacationpants.com.
Yeah.
Mandarin Orange Show.
All of those.
Alex B. Keaton is my friend.
Yes.
When's the next episode?
I'm working on that one. I have a Mandarin one in the can, and I've got my next guest lined up. I had to take a break for weeding purposes. So
weeding, man.
It took up every waking moment. I didn't have time to put anything together. So
all right.
We'll be back. Heading Easter break, just like a real TV show.
Well, that's going to do it for this week. So for Radio BrendoMan, I'm Brendan Creecy.
And I'm Phil Vecchio.
Have a good one, everybody. And John Goobang do.
Sweet.
What's that episode called?
That one is called... man, sometimes I have them just like on the tip of my tongue. It was mostly Mark's letter, and we talked about today's special.
Rock cards.
Marmaduke Marmaduke, Harmontown, and Facebook pigeon pics.
See you later, Mark.
Thanks for hanging out. Sweet.
That painting one you mentioned is from
the
pilot movie.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
syrup down the gullet. Syrup sips.
Syrup sips.
There you go.
Good.
Syrup sips.
Speaking of which,
good stuff, huh?
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew you'd like
Definitely
it.
not putting this on any pancake.
Nope. So good though. So good. 100% pure Vermont maple
Does this
syrup.
mean good till 11, 17, 19?
Let me see. Yeah, 2019.
But then what's 10:07? Is that the time?
Yeah,
the time it expires. 10:07. Do not.
Whatever
not.
you do.
It just turns to poison.
Yeah, that's exact
It
time.
explodes.
Now remember, that's military time, so that's 10:07 a.m.
Oh god, it explodes. What if it does?
You better drink it before then.
Must drink the syrup. Probably just hardens.
I would think so. It's probably just like a timestamp thing, like I don't, when it's bottled or whatever.
It's probably at 10:07, 11, 17, 16 maybe.
That's when it was bottled.
And then it's 3 years
That
later.
would make sense, yeah.
It has a 3-year shelf life.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm.
Well, it's not going to last 3 years. I
Heck
can tell you
no.
that. You're not going to find out what happens.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
That's for sure.
Now I want pancakes. I want to go to Clarky's. I want to go to Clarky's. I wish if Clarky's was open at night, I'd be dead.
So here's the thing.
Like if Clarky's is open right now, I would go there.
What time is Clarky's open?
They open at I want to say 6.
Sure, it's not 5.
Well, let's look.
Look and see what hours.
Why?
I have a theory of something you should do.
Not going in the morning. No, you want me to go to Clarky's and go get even if I could get an NES Classic, I'm not gonna do it. I'm against it.
But you had so much fun.
I don't care. I'm still mad and against it.
Just saying you could have one.
I could, I know, but I'm not going to. It's the principle of the thing, and you need to drop it.
Just saying 6 a.m.
And I'm not doing it.
So you go get your NES Classic.
No. I'm not getting up that early. That's crazy.
6 o'clock.
And also, it's the principle of the thing. I don't want to do it.
Right.
I'd have to get up at like 5.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Frick, it is.
What?
Yes.
I get up that early?
You're a crazy person.
I have to.
Well, I don't, and I'm not going to. And I shouldn't have to. Just to get a freaking video game thing, I should be able to order it online like everything else. And I'm pissed that I can't, and I have a right to be mad, and you need to just let me be mad about it. The fact, if this was anything else, you would be right there with me, but because you have this crazy thing with Nintendo, you can't be objective when it comes to Nintendo. You can't. It's an impossibility.
But I just want to help you get one.
I don't want one now. I don't. I genuinely don't. I'll play yours, but I don't until I can just get it like I should be able to, and they make it impossible to get, and the freaking scalpers are running wild with it. That's part of the problem. I'm anti.
All right.
And I will stay anti.
Stay anti.
I don't like it.
I'm anti-pooping in my pants. I have to go so bad.
All right, see you, everybody.
Oh, we're still alive.
You have to poo?
I really do. Like the last 20 minutes, I've felt this like gurgling and churgling.
All right, well, Phil's got to poo.
Got to poo, everyone.
Bye.